your number for good. But here you are texting me, you up. I know exactly where this is. On your side of the bed at 3 a.m. I tell myself don't fall this time, but you say my name and I lose my mind. You're back.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and non binary carries. Tonight is the night. It is the grand finals of Premier, the highest tier of CSC. We've got the best of the best. We've got the two teams that are fighting for the grand final spot of season 20 CSC. It is once in a lifetime event because there's only one season 20. Next season's
That's
21.
true.
Yeah. And as you've heard, ladies and gentlemen, the non binary carriers, I'm joined once again by the lovely Piedmont.
Glad to be here.
Yeah. You excited, Piedmont?
Oh, I mean, this is what it all leads up to. I may be biased, but obviously, this is our top tier, the most exciting tier, the tier with the best players, the most handsome players, the most beautiful players, hopefully the most beautiful plays. But, I'm definitely biased and jealous that I'm not in this grand final, but I'm excited to be a part of it in one way.
Hey, that's what it's all about. Even if you don't even if you don't make it to the end goal, there's always next season, but we got to find out what happens this season before we get there. And
Absolutely.
we've got there's a lot of history behind this match, and we've got some player thoughts about it as well. We've taken the liberty of talking to all the players a little bit, get their thoughts about this upcoming matchup. There's a lot of history behind it, so let's talk it all out. I'm going to go ahead and start us off with the Boo side of things. That's one of our teams going into this grand final. That's the Demons, of course, is their name. But, well, first of all, we're going to be here. First of all, we've got Quack, who says, "I think our matchup is kind of the match of two differently built teams. UPS is more of a one-man army behind Jason with support pieces around him, whereas us at Boo have more of a balanced roster of output with great performances sprinkled in between. I am excited to see how this series rolls out. I believe that if we can do our best to neutralize UPS's defaults, we can have a great amount of success against them. I also have belief that our map pool is just one or two maps larger than theirs. So if bands get wacky, I have full confidence in our ability to pivot and outpug them on any map." And then the little bit of a cheeky comment. They go ahead and say the meme that I'm not going to repeat back, but you can think it's a word that rhymes with truck and then Kigu. So yeah. Anyways, lovely words from Quack. Akuryu also has chimed in. Or Kurio, my apologies, has also chimed in. They've said UPS is a very good team. That's a known fact. But at the end of the day, it's just another uphill battle. We lost 3 times in the regular season to HR, AVI, and UPS, and so far in the playoffs, we've gotten back at those first two. At the end of the day, the odds are still going to be stacked against us, but we've proven we can beat the odds before. Striking words.
Oh, yeah.
And, man, a few words. Got Capital, who says, "I feel pretty confident that we can win. Period." That's
What more
it.
can you say?
That's all. I mean, what else can you say, man? He's in it to win it. Guess you don't really need to say much more than that. And then we've also got some word from Soma, the mythical Soma, the AGM of Boo, the co-head honcho. It says past 2 games were against tough opponents that I think have prepared us for tonight. The UPS game will be the ultimate culmination of our skill and mental fortitude. And what a good way to put it. The ultimate culmination. That's the essence of
Yeah,
the grand finals of Premier Tier. It is the
that's
ultimate culmination, the highest rung of the ladder. So I think Soma's got the right idea. We've all got the right idea. It's going to be a slaughter. It's going to be a slugfest. It's going to be a slaughter. It's going to
might
be
be a
a
slaughter.
brutal brawl. And I'm going to go ahead and hand it over to Pmod. He's got some ideas. He's got some thoughts from the UPS side of things.
Absolutely, yeah. We checked in with UPS, got some thoughts from Mills here. Mills says, "I'm feeling confident and excited. I've played with Akurio, Boo's IGL, in multiple past seasons, and I'm looking forward to sharing the server with him again, albeit this time as an adversary. Overall, feel like we have the better team, and I'm confident I'll get carried to a victory." So,
Hey, with a teammate like Jason, it's hard not to say something like
yeah,
that.
I mean, you got to be aware of it, right?
Yeah.
Griffin says, feeling good. If I don't drop 40 ADR, we win 13-0 in 2 maps. So if Griffin doesn't drop 40 ADR, Griffin is predicting 26 rounds in a row for UPS. If Griffin does drop 40 ADR, we win 13-1 on 2 maps. So small difference there. Jason will carry me across the finish line. That's what Griffin had to say, which is a lot of confidence in Jason there.
Hey,
And then
that's just the kind of confidence you need in that team going into a grand final.
absolutely. Kigu's got the longest response here. He is the man with the brain, the IGL. Kigu says, I think this matchup is going to be more fun than most recent finals I've been in. 1, I want to help Jason win his first trophy. 2, I'd like a 6th trophy for fun. This team will also be interesting to face with Curio and Soma on the team, both former UPS trophy winners. It'll be interesting facing them, especially after coaching and teaching Curio so much over his time at UPS. I think the veto will be fun. It'll go 2 ways. Either it'll be a gentleman's handshake to play both of our most popular maps like Ancient Anubis and Mirage Dust, or I could very easily be seeing Curio and Boo trying to shake things up and counterpick a weird map, but I'm prepared for anything, to be honest. I've won Premier season 16, 17, 19, and I'm hoping to add 20 to that list. I'm also 5-0 in finals up to this point, so Mills is also former teammates with Curio. They got Quack, but we got Jason. Also, the GM
Jason
of
in all caps.
Yeah, Jason. GM of Boo being Dewey is funny because he was a longtime UPS during my early days, so it's fun to beat former UPS after they leave. Yeah, Kigu's dropping his accolades. He's throwing those trophies on the table, saying this is just going to be another one in the bag for him.
I mean, he's got a collection of them, so it only makes sense.
Yep. And then the man himself, Jason, says, I'm feeling confident. This should be a good match to watch for everyone. I definitely prefer playing Boo over AVI, so I'm happy there. I didn't get the chance to play Quack in the regular season, but now I get the chance to farm him and Curio. Smiley face.
Hey, you don't need much words whenever you're Jason.
Exactly. I think that's pretty valid. Lastly, we got Bones. Bones says, Boo? Boo hoo. Never heard of these guys. Anyway, just finished my weekly VOD review of Jason's DM sessions, and I'm feeling pretty juiced. Finals week, pretty exciting stuff. Just got my mouse wheel fluid changed at the local shop, and it's feeling extra spinny, if you know what I mean. Anyway, got to get back to work. I hope it's a good experience for the viewers and Griffin's mother. Oh, also shout out to my wife and son who are cheering on Jason tonight. That's really good.
Mr. Bones, the comedian, really giving us some excellent thoughts. We're going to be over to those thoughts. We've spiced up the pool. Everybody's given their ideas of what they think this matchup's going to be, but we are about to find out what actual reality is going to be, what the actual reality of it is going to be. So we have, I believe the maps, picks, and bans have already started, already gone underway. I believe so. Yeah.
Nothing yet.
Nothing has been banned so far. They're really taking their time to go ahead and choose as wisely as they possibly can. I mean, this is for all the marbles. This is a best of 3. You don't want to be making any type of mistake in this stage.
Yeah, I do have some data on the maps if you want that.
Oh, by all means. I would love to hear it.
Yeah, calling back to what Kigu had said, there is kind of a shared pool at the top end of the highest rep maps for these teams. Total of 11 reps on Ancient, both of them favorable for both teams. 7 reps on Anubis, both favorable. So they both have winning rates on both of those maps. And then it starts to get a little interesting. Mirage it's been played 3 times across both teams. Boo hasn't won it, and they've only played it in playoffs. So only 1 rep, and it was a loss for Boo. Nuke has been UPS's permaban, but it is a pretty good map for Boo. They've won 2 out of 3, and they account for all 3 reps on Nuke. Then Kigu mentioned Dust 2 as like a shared handshake, but Boo has not played it at all in Season 20, so I mean, it is a pug map.
Look, they might not have played it in the season, but we've all played Dust 2. You don't have to play it in the season to have reps on it.
Yeah. And there goes Nuke, banned by the Copypastas.
UPS says goodbye to Cedar Creek. Not going to be seeing that in this grand final. Ooh, neither
Ancient.
will
There it
Ancient. The
is.
CSC
There it
special
is.
is gone.
There's the weird.
Held in the water.
There's the
So,
shakeup that Kigu is talking about. That's the
yeah. No
most
gentleman's
played map
handshake
for
today.
both
The
of these
CSC
teams.
special is gone.
Yeah,
See what the first map is going to be, though.
I'm excited.
Oh, absolutely.
It gets even thinner from there. Only 2 total plays on Inferno, both teams undefeated, and 1 rep on Overpass just for Boo, and they won that as well. So I think Quack had said about the map pool. Quack is right. I think on paper, Boo's map pool looks better, but some of those maps that they have reps on over UPS, it's not a lot of reps
Limited
anyway.
data.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
And
Dust.
there it is. Dust 2. Copypastas are going to be opening up. Bright, sunny Dust 2. Classic map. Older than probably a lot of the people watching this.
Yeah, no doubt.
No doubt. uh, it's barely younger than I am as a map.
I think I was maybe 1 or 2 years old when Dust 2 was invented.
Yeah. Jeez.
So with Nuke and Ancient out, Dust 2 picked. What do we think Boo
I mean,
is
my
gonna
dream
do?
I would love to see Overpass just because it's going to be the last time Overpass is ever going to be played in CSC probably at this rate since it's gone from the map pool. Probably
Yeah,
unlikely to be coming back for a long while.
and it is a little bit of a hanger for Boo to pick on because that's not a map you can kind of just pick up and play. That's not a
Yeah,
Dust 2
yeah.
type map.
You can't just say Jason go kill and
Yeah,
just have it work
exactly.
out.
I think that might be the tactical. I guess it kind of depends how the demons are feeling on Overpass. They have the 1 win, but like you said, it's kind of limited data, and you're going up against a pretty formidable adversary. So you don't want to pick it just based on some numbers on a screen. It's kind of going to come down to whether they prepared it or not.
Yeah, it could definitely be an ace in the hole for the demons to get a guaranteed map too.
Yeah, and with,
They
I
have
guess
not
that,
chosen just yet. They're really thinking this one through.
yeah, I think they had to be pretty confident that Nuke was going to go as the Copypasta's first ban because that's been their first ban, even in the best of ones all season long. They've not wanted to play it. So if I was Quack or who's their IGL, Acurio?
Maybe. I
I think
am.
that's what Kigu said or Mills. Anyway, we'll assume that Acurio is the IGL. If I was Acurio, I would be betting on them banning Nuke first, and it would be a curveball if they didn't for sure. So, you know, prepping Overpass coming into this series, and they've had an extra week to look at all this data as well. An extra week to prepare, extra week to practice because of
Yeah.
that severe
Thank you,
weather that we
random
had.
trees destroying the
Right.
power lines.
Yeah. So, yeah, they are really taking their time thinking about it, but I don't know, it kind of seems
It's gonna
okay,
be
well, there's
Inferno for the
Inferno.
second map, classic map. Also, barely younger than I am. How long is? I know Inferno wasn't it CPL Mill at one point, or is that Mirage?
Uh,
Nah, I think that was.
I don't know
I
that
don't know. I
much.
don't remember the old names. I'm not an old head. I started late. I'm not afraid to admit it. But
Yeah.
Inferno's definitely a classic map, been around for a long time. It's gonna be between the three toss-up maps to see where we're gonna be finishing off. Should we need the decider? But honestly, with how hard these teams are fighting for it, likely we're gonna need a decider. I'd love to see a decider. I'd love to see a 3 map series. Those are always the most exciting.
Absolutely. I mean, when it comes to a grand final, you always want it to go 3 maps. That's what we're all here for. We're here to see the tension rise and the excitement and a back and forth affair. That's what we're all got our fingers crossed for.
Thinking about it in retrospect, I think banning Ancient for the demons, it kind of makes the most sense. I mean, trees did cut the power to Soma's house, so, he's probably not feeling all that happy about it. Wants to destroy all the greenery, just
Yeah,
deforestation.
no more
Ancient's got a
green.
little bit too much greenery, a little bit too many bad memories.
If when you put it that way, that makes a ton of sense.
Yeah. We did get a little bit of word from the sub they were potentially going to get. They they were going to get sub in Prawley Crawley. Not sure, or Proly Crowley, I think it's how it's pronounced. But they said they gave some thoughts after the match got canceled. They went ahead and said, "Hey, I've never lost to UPS, and it looks like I'll never lose to UPS here again too, because the game
Yeah.
got rescheduled."
And it looks like the Demons are getting rid of Mirage, and that
The
leaves us with
decider
Anubis.
is on Anubis. It is the newest addition to the map pool, at least with this map pool. Cash is going to be coming in Season 21, but for now, it's going to be Dust 2, Inferno, Anubis to decide it all, to decide who is going to be the number 1 of Season 20 for me.
Yeah, I like it. Without Overpass and Nuke, we're kind of leaning more pug heavy, but Inferno can be pretty tactical. I think there's going to be a lot of room for the individuals to shine on all these maps, so it should be pretty exciting.
Well, here in a few short minutes, we will be starting out on that bright and sunny Dust 2. But in the meantime, we'll be taking a small little break as everybody connects to the server and gets themselves seated in. But you guys should stay in your seats as well. Don't go anywhere. It's going to be great.
I can feel your body resting on my chest. I guess that my shoulder is all you get. When you moved around, yeah, that's where it all fell. Oh, to the ground, babe. And you like to move in silence, baby, so do I. This could either be hell or a paradise. Talking to your friends, baby, so do I. About you, we both know it's too late. I forgot our lives we are. We both know it's too late. I forgot our lives we are. Who said we can't forget even if it don't last? Baby, when I get up in it,
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the grand finals of Premier Tier CSC Season 20. It is Boo Crew. It is UPS. It is the Demons. It is Copypasta. We are about to find out who will reign supreme. Will it be the Boo Crew? Will it be the ghosts, the spirits, the demons? Or will they be shut down yet again by the Kigu Kill Squad? It's about to go down. First couple of frags going back and forth, 4-on-4. Nothing going to... Ooh, the nice, clean little shot through the smoke. But one answered back by Bones in lower tunnels. Minute 10 on the clock. The 3 versus 3 does have to end up somewhere. But time is on the side of the UPS side of things. Though Boo Crew has sussed out a little bit that the jig is up. The B hit is no longer happening. It is a rotation over to A. It's going to be Quack to test it first. And he succeeds. First kill goes his way. Pops the head.
God.
Ooh, pops 2 heads. Quack is all alone, but it doesn't matter. He's holding the fort, holding the line, and it's all on Kiku's shoulders to win the 1 versus 3. And it is too great. Quack, the demon, absolutely demolishes the pistol round, gets a 3K, and puts his team on the board, 1-0.
Yeah, that was a lot of pressure on Quack once they pivoted off of B. You're right, the Boo Crew was sussing it out, but still it was a lot of pressure on Quack, and he delivered, to say the least. 3 amazing headshots there.
Yeah, the pincer just wasn't quite coordinated enough to get him awkwardly trapped on site. He was able to isolate those 1v1s far too easily. Is going to leave at UPS in just an upgrade, just on some upgraded pistols. More than likely going to be a very easy conversion for Boo, unless some tomfoolery is going to be afoot.
Yeah, what we've talked about on this map before is making sure that the CTs are not comfortable enough to keep fortifying B as much as a little bit of damage from the pistol.
Nice little shot out of Griffin. Takes the head off of Soma, but she is quickly dealt with.
Yeah, if the A players are comfortable enough to only have mid and 2A, it's really tough to break through as a T. You know, you want to condition them to only play 1B, so that way it's an option for you to hit later in the half. So look out for that, because it looks like Boo is defaulting to 2B. They did it on pistol and now here on the anti-eco. I think that's going to be the key, is how UPS can condition this.
Fortunately, the trade is not quite good enough from Mills on Cat, and that frag does not go their way. Gonna go ahead and slink back, but position of them known. Bones also not quite in a position to get too much going. He's got alert coming out of B-tons, but it is being accounted for. Only 30 seconds. Yep, Bones has been felled. It's all up to Mills, but not really much left for him to do in the round, but die. And he does indeed. Aruru gets the kill. Mills is felled, and Demons get their second.
Yeah, and only 1 casualty, so that's going to help them get a good start on their bank. You know, that's going to be their key to success. You know, talking about UPS needing to condition as far as the CTs go, we know that it's the more expensive side, so the bigger you can build that bank early on, the better.
Yeah. Definitely do not want to be losing bodies haphazardly whenever everything is just so unbelievably costly. And utility is so important as well on this map.
Oh,
for both sides of the aisle. Not really a lot of opportunity to just take raw aim duels as a CT, unless you're feeling like a feisty little mid-rush or lower tunnels push. It is the long game if you want to keep the T's from barreling over you. And first frag going to be opened up by Griffin. Takes the head off of Quack. And Capital. Ooh. Oh, they were flashed. Just did not appear on the OBS side, I don't think. They were full blind, and they also get dispatched. It is a 3 versus 5 man disadvantage for Boo Crew to try to get themselves back into this round. But, unfortunately for them, Jason's on the case. Gets a nice little quick frag. Ooh, okay. Soma answers back. Dispatches, and it is now down to a 2 versus 2. They've clawed this back. Boo went from a 5 versus 2 to a 2 versus 2. Bomb is gonna get planted on the A site, but this is a doable retake if Aruru and Soma can combine together and work to dispatch, dislodge Mills and Kigu. But unfortunately for them, Mills is firing on all cylinders. Excellent spray transfer out of him. Takes down both players at long, and Copypastas are on the board.
Yeah, I was gonna say I really like the timing on that flank. Mills was not aware of it at first, but just had the presence of mind, maybe a sound cue, was able to get his crosshair in the right place at the right time, and didn't turn out the way they wanted.
Yeah, it's going to be a little bit of a tactical pause, so we'll be right back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. First gun round went the way of Copypastas, but it is a rebuy situation for Soma and the boys.
Yeah, they're getting aggressive.
Yeah, there's the lower tunnels push I mentioned earlier. Goes two frags for their way, but Kiku's on the case to prevent it from going too far out of whack. Trades 2 vac frags of his own, and that is a 3 versus 3 now, with a minute 30 left for the UPS players to combine together and figure out how they want to take this, where they want to take this. Ooh, nice little trade back in mid. Ooh, Quack, not quite accounted for. Get somebody on the off angle, trying to play a little sneaky beaky through the smoke, and it's all onto Kiku's shoulders to win the 1 versus 2, but with 8 HP to their name, it is not looking very likely at all.
Yeah, great recovery. I mean, I guess they weren't necessarily in a bad spot. Obviously, an even trade favors the T's on most maps, but you know, it could have gone a lot worse for them on that aggression. Just going 2 for 2 and then 1 for 1, and then a good position out of Quack to finally get them solidly in that advantage. And then, you know, with Kiyu on 8, they're heavily in the advantage here.
The only reason going 1 for 1 favors the T's is because the CTs are typically spread out, so like 1 is worth 2 if you think of it as like, oh, it's 2 teams of 2 on like split up on opposite sides of the map, especially in a map like us too that's so big. But whenever you've made so much noise towards that B side of the map and just rang the alarm bells, especially when you get the information early from that lower tunnels push, going 1 for 1 is just not good enough. You're just letting everybody know that it's still B, that's still what we're trying to do. This is like, and especially when your teammate's just not in a position to help you, it just makes it so that way you've got, all right, Jason is showing the signature style. Mr. Beastcoin absolutely decimates the bank account of Soma, blows him out of the water, and it's going to be a 4 versus 5 to start out round 5. But weapons are still in the favor of Boo Crew. They are much better equipped. Just some pistols on the vast majority of these UPS players. But
half HP off of Griffin there.
Griffin just takes a nice nade to the dome piece. 50 HP gone. Everybody's still grouped up towards B for the most part. Jason's still lurking around mid, seeing if he can get something else done with that scout, but nobody else has offered themselves up. So it's just going to be a late B pop. Around a minute left on the clock. Aruru is playing it smart, just jump spotting for some information, but the alarm bells are going to be ringing now. Pistol players are coming out, and it's a slaughter. The M4A1S's absolutely dispatch every last player, and that is Demons taking 4. The save round shut down.
Yeah, Soma the only casualty, and you know, what a way to go. That
what a way to go.
Good.
Bye, Soma. You get to watch the round
that,
from the spectator chair.
Yeah, yeah, at least he can be glad that his team cleaned it up very well. No more casualties.
Yeah. There's just way too much information gained by the CTs there. They knew nothing was coming their way at long or at cat, so they were able to really bolster their defenses and be prepared for a B hit, and they were indeed. Ruru not caught off guard, and the hold too true. Though
Yeah.
they are going to be able to buy weapons here on both sides of the aisle. UPS has fully bought into this round. Got some AKs on every player. So let's see if the rifles are the difference maker. Quack on the boost position. Ooh, he's
just
going to
off
be
the timing.
forced away from it just in the nick of time to not get a kill.
Oh, wow.
Ooh, the jump spot from Maruru is good. Nade is going to chunk. Ooh, nice 37 damage onto Mills. 18 onto Jason. Both of those players are one M4 bullet to the dome away from being dispatched. And with a minute left, they are going to have to take some kind of a risk, but there's the mid to B util.
Yeah, nice block from Capital. Slow him down a little bit.
See if anything happens off of it. Looks like they are going to be coming out of mid doors. Oh, Capital just peeks into the firing squad, absolutely gets destroyed, brings Jason down to 1, but no kills. A little, not quite enough. Choreo, only good for 1 as well, gets traded out, and that is going to be all she wrote for Boo Crew in this round, most likely. All down to Quack shoulders, and they're just going to go ahead and save the op, give it another try next round.
Yeah, it was a ton of damage from Capital and Curio. Just weren't able to get the full kills, and Capital had so much to do there in mid. I think he got quad peaked. He took that angle, and there were 4 bodies. So it's tough to nail a headshot when you see something that hectic coming your way.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate for him that his first bullet did not find a head, and their first bullet did indeed find his, and he was just felled. And
yeah,
all she wrote. Mid player dies. The split is too powerful at that point. Gonna be Copypastas getting their second. It's now just a couple of rounds from catching back up, and by the looks of things, money on Boo Crew is one singular round away from being broken.
Yeah, they haven't been able to put it in the dumps quite yet, just because they haven't been able to get consecutive round wins. So they're gonna have to. Oh, actually, they're playing it safe. Looks like just upgraded pistols around this op.
Just let Quack work his magic. See if he can get something done by himself. But the rest of Boo Crew have elected to go on to pistols. Soma's doing a little bit of a creep into lower tons, but it is being held by the player in tons.
Yeah, they got a little bit of a pinch going on.
Easy kill for Kigu to collect. Akurio is trying to go through the smoke to help out, but position now known. Shot not quite true enough on the first eagle.
Oh, this could be huge.
Just go huge with the 5-7. The 5-7 menace. 2 1-taps and an AK and a Molotov, and that just shuts down everything that UPS has planned. 2 sick 1-taps on the 5-7 playing close. Players on UPS thought they could be a little cheeky, just go barrel right through the smoke and just pop, pop. They are dispatched. Bomb is down. AK has been given over, and that is basically the round. Only a minute left, and with the bomb in a very difficult spot to retrieve, it's going to be UPS going to have to make some kind of miracle play to get this back and win the round.
Yeah, they got 3 players here at the doors. Now switching to 2 and 2. I mean, it's like such a small choke point. And then you got the op handling Cat and CT.
Yeah.
The
util baits out the shot, so the flank is the jig is up.
Oh my gosh.
Mills gets one, but he runs out of bullets and unable to get the second, and that's just going to be Mills gone. Only 1 player left in the doors. Smoke in their face. Gonna molly the left side of loop. Oh! See you later, Jason. Goodbye. Quack's on the case. Capital gets one of his own, and Demons get 5 off of a very, very, very unfortunate long hit from the UPS squad.
Yeah, a lot of value for that $500 investment.
Some say the 5-7 is a little too strong. I would agree.
I wouldn't be surprised if they take away the 1-tap the way they did the P250. I mean, I feel like it's not a bad. I mean, they did it to the P250, so why not the 5.7? Is $200 worth a one-shot kill? You know the difference in price.
Okay. Yeah, who would buy the 5.7 then at that point? I mean, I guess it has more bullets, but I don't know how you could rebalance the 5.7. They tried it once and it's still disgustingly overpowered, but
yeah.
Say the same about the Tech 9.
Yeah. Thus is the nature of our game. Hard to balance.
Guns, but nobody's playing far forward on Boo Crew this time. Someone's going for a little bit of a peek. Doesn't see anything on either the jiggles, but does allow UPS to creep up close to him, so Bloodbath is going to be here
Flash.
soon. Flash is good. Blinds Kigu off the angle. The trade is not there from UPS. Still players grouped up cats, so the fight is still going to be happening here very soon. Molly deposited at their feet, though, is going to force them back and give Boo time to regroup. Ooh, the smoke deployed as well. That's it. All she wrote. Cat's no longer available for business. Mercurio sprays a little too fast, a little too early, and that's going to give up the B site. It's going to put it all onto the shoulders of Quack with the op solo, but Pincer is too good. Absolutely gets felled. B site is gone, but it is a 2 versus 3, so it is not quite over yet. Boo Crew could fight their way back into this. Ooh, the first frag is fine, is fire, but the trade was also fire. And Boo Crew get it over the line and get 6.
Yeah, that was a good job on this play right here from Aru, not letting them get too comfortable. Even though he only got the 1, you know, it introduced chaos. It didn't, you know, left it into a 1v2 with the CTs coming from 2 different angles. So that was pretty much the perfect play.
Right.
Didn't let him get set up too well.
Right, you are. It is a brawl so far on this Nest 2, and unfortunately, something you mentioned earlier has just not come to fruition for UPS. No matter how much damage they do, and how many kills they get, they just have not broken through the economy of Boo Crew. It has been guns galore. There's only been 1 round that Boo was even on a bad buy, and they just chose to go through the choke point and got absolutely shut down for it.
Yeah,
so it's just economic dire straits for their side of things, and Boo Crew are just riding easy.
Yeah, they're having a really great start to this, and I wouldn't say it's a runaway because they haven't been able to get those huge bank accounts, but the overall result is very favorable for them.
Yeah. Another B hit coming in from UPS. Double on the defense, triple, quad on the defense, spread across those Boo defenders, and it's all onto Mill's shoulders to try to make something happen, but with 3 bodies in his way, it does look a little bit dire.
Yeah,
nobody's home, man. Nobody's flanking. Everybody's home on the B site.
And see, now they got to go figure out what's going on. So he might be playing this very well.
At least they're forcing the defense to break themselves up a little bit, but that's still a tough ask out of him. A lot of off angles to clear, man. That's a tough thing to come out of tons late like that. And unfortunately, guessed wrong. They were hiding back on site. Mills is felled, and Boo Crew, the Demons, up 7-2.
Yeah, great start. They've won the half already. Not completely toast for UPS. You know, if they recover to 7-5 or even 8-4, those are both respectable. So they, you know, hopefully they can put some stuff together and get some more rounds on the board and don't get completely stomped out in this first half.
Yeah, that would definitely be a bit of a disappointment, but we know that UPS can fire hard whenever they get themselves online, so they've just got to get themselves online, and that can happen at any round, at any point.
Got a lot of unique spams in the Twitch chat. Got spam ribbon to help Griffin, spam phones to help Bones, and spam dollar bills to help Mills.
Nice. Can you spam snakes to help Amos?
We could ask them to.
We could ask them to. They might not. Or how about, you know what? Spam meow. First kill goes the way of UPS. Aruru is felled, but they do need to convert this 4v5. They've had a little bit of trouble doing so. Granted, one of the 4v5s they had to convert was with pistols, but still, point still stands. 50 seconds on the clock. UPS do have to take some kind of a risk. This time they've deployed, the Boo side of things have deployed a Quack towards mid-door. Not going to post a normal assault rifle on that point. Going to go ahead and put the op there. Just more fake utility thrown towards Cat. UPS deciding whether or not they want to actually act on that. Quack is about to be tested. Ooh, first shot is missed, and the line is going to have to be given up. 2 players mid to test Quack yet again. Shoulder is seen. UPS is clean, but unfortunately, Kyugu just comes right through that smoke, shuts him down, and that is Capital. Very likely going to go ahead and just save what he's got for the next round. Give it a try next time around. Well, unless these frags are just going to get offered up, but yeah. Griffin's on the case, trades back, and Copypastas get their third.
Oh, yeah. And they're starting to get some money now. Again, you know, story of the game, doesn't break, boo. They're still going to buy. I was a little bit worried that they were playing that a little bit too slow in the advantage, you know, kind of just letting the CTs poke around and get some info on where they are and where they're not. But ultimately, they were able to pull it off with some good trading out mid. It's just kind of interesting how they didn't put a lot of they didn't really put their foot down on the accelerator on that early pick. It was like that was a very early opening kill, and then the time got down to 10 seconds in that round, and I think it was like 30 seconds before the real meat of the round happened.
Yeah, before the mid hit came in. That's the only place that Copypastas have had any sort of long-term success with. Only their mid to Bs. I don't think any time they come out of tons it's worked out for them. I don't think their cat hits have worked in their favor, and obviously that long hit they had like 5 or 6 rounds ago definitely did not go their way. So
that one was not good.
We're gonna see if they keep exploiting middle. Has been a bit of a weak point for the Boo crew defense. Anytime somebody's been posted there, they have been dealt with very effectively by utility. So we're gonna see how they react to that. Attack pause did come in the interim of round 10-11, so we'll see what was talked about going forward. See what plans they enacted and how they plan to enact them very soon.
Jason's getting a good bit of value on the B door, or not the B door, the mid door spam. He had that scout kill, and then it looks like he tagged Quack in this round. I don't know if he's a dedicated opper or if he's just one of the, you know, like simple, can rifle and op.
I mean, Jason can do basically anything. Man's got VRS points.
Yeah.
You're not playing Counter-Strike, you're playing Jason's game when he's on the server. It's Jason's server, you just get to be on it.
Yeah, that's what it seems like sometimes. They're doing a good job of holding him at bay
about to be
so
tested.
far.
Ooh, the crouch is a little too good. Positioning is great. Just crouches right under the shot, and Ruru has to concede. Oh, and Ruru is felled. Monster shot out of Bones, and that is it for all of A site. Just felled. Quack also goes down.
For Quack.
Onto Soma and Akurio's shoulders, but don't think the XM 1014 is quite the right weapon for the job. A 2 versus 5 retake. Gonna go ahead and save that over for the next round. A little bit too Herculean a task for the remaining demons, and it's gonna be UPS collecting their 4th.
Yeah, and I think it's either going to be 1900 or 2400 for the CT side here, so they're not going to have a very good buy coming into this. You know, plus the plus 0, they didn't get any frags, so no bonus money either. Okay, well, there's a good bit of bonus money for Curio.
Yeah.
He definitely wants to
That's
save this
definitely not
rifle,
something
though.
you want to see when you peek around the corner. Hello, XM. Goodbye.
Yeah, $600 paycheck right there.
Just a consolation prize. Copypastas still get the round, and it is the last round of the half, so no saves here. Buy is going to be a little bit hindered on the demon side of things, but still going to be able to get some reasonable weaponry, a couple of rifles. MP9 is pretty monstrous, pretty deadly, even after the nerf.
There's Jason again.
There's Jason again! Pops a Curio. Bye! You're not getting to play this round. You get to spectate going into the half change. Be a 4 versus 5 expected to be converted from UPS once again. FHP on Griffin. And she's just been catching a lot of nades this game.
Oh yeah. Grenade magnet so far.
Grenade magnet. Guys, did we load into Inferno first?
Yeah. That's what it feels like from Griffin's perspective, I bet.
No kidding. Cat's about to be tested here very soon. Ooh, Capital passes the first test. Oh, the trade!
Oh,
no,
wow.
The nade's caught out. Bones is done. Bones, goodbye. And the man advantage evaporates for UPS. It is now a 4 versus 3 man disadvantage for that squad. It's up to Jason, Kigu, and Griffin to combine together and make this round happen. But time is not in their favor. It's ticking down more and more and more. Kigu gets a nice little kill on the Quack, though. Evens it up, and Griffin finds one of her own. Blasts away Soma, and B just falls like a domino. And it's just Capital and Aruru to try to salvage back to Kiku. Oh, he's blind. It's still the OBS thing where like you can't tell. I was just like, man, he's on your screen. Are you playing on 1x1 letterbox mode?
Oh, Jason aggression.
No, Jason.
Oh my gosh.
A little bit of an awkward situation. Answered back by Capital, so it's a 1 versus 1. Jason all alone. Tech 9 and an up. But he looks at the wrong side. Capital goes right over the top, goes through the window, takes down Jason, and Boo Crew claw it back and get 8-4 on the half.
Yeah, that was a great mid-round. I mean, it had some flashes of glory for UPS as well as Boo. I thought UPS was going to be able to convert that, but it was a really good flash out of CT. So good that it made Kigu look like he had his monitor turned off.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought too. I was like, man, it's on the screen. Mods?
Yeah, so yeah, really good retake.
Okay, there it is. It just took a second.
Yeah.
There it is.
So overall, Boo's going to be very happy with that scoreline. It's just going to be, on them to come up with some good plays and actually capitalize on it and flip a map pick here.
Absolutely. You do not want to be losing your map pick, especially if you're Copypastas. Because one thing you can argue that Copypastas has in their advantage is just the raw firepower that Jason brings. But right now, Jason is just not showing up nearly as hard as we might expect him to. I think he's on, a 0.64 KD right now. Not quite shooting what you think. I mean, he's got a couple of really stylish kills through mid-doors, but style is all you can say about it. They've not been able to do much with them, and it's just Demons are, so far, they're just running away with the game.
Yeah, now that you mention it, those wallbang kills, I don't know if either of those resulted in a round win for UPS.
The first one was the pistol round, where they just gave him a scout and said go wild, and the rest were on pistols, and that didn't convert. And the second was through the mid door, and that also was a 4v5 that UPS dropped. A couple of kills going both back and forth, 1 for each side. Still a 4 versus 4. Man advantage neither way. Bones brought low and brought dead by Akurio, though. Popped the head clean off, and it is a man advantage for Boo Crew yet again. Capital about to be tested, but he's going to go ahead and concede. The remaining UPS players are going to group up on Cat. They're going to play a little T-side of their own, a little bit of extended play T-side. They're going to play T's as if they're T, just coming right up the catwalk. But everybody is on the case on Boo to try to stop this. First goes the way of Aruru. Second goes the way of Akurio. Third, it's just a shooting gallery. We're fishing for frags at this point. It's a 4 versus 1 Mills. Don't think you quite got the time or the position.
Oh, flying.
Just goes ahead and just plays KZ. Jumps right off the catwalk. Gets one flying Glock kill. But 1 HP left on him. Gets traded right back.
Yeah, I mean, that was really, really well played. I don't know how they managed to, yeah, 1 HP remaining is crazy. Yeah, I don't know how they managed to get the CT so out of position where they just had a complete open runway up long. Once they killed Bones, it was open season on A, and the CTs were heavy mid. I'm not sure how they managed to force that kind of configuration, but really well
Maybe
executed.
It's just the gamble stack that didn't pay off for them.
Yeah, that's true.
Because the last thing you want to do is understaff your B site on a pistol round and then just get ran over by 5 Glocks, but that's the downside of that if they go anywhere else. The rotate is a million miles away, and so far that is what this win is looking like for UPS. A million miles away. Just nothing is going their way. Boo Crew are absolutely running away with it.
Yeah, they're looking like a well-oiled machine. Not a lot of mistakes out of them.
Yeah. Kigu brought low. 22 HP onto his name. 5-7's not quite putting in the same work for the UPS squad as Boo Crew were able to get out of them.
Yeah, no kidding.
Cat Hit's going to come in. Jason to be tested, but Jason does not pass. Gets deleted by Capital. Granted, it's all he had to his name was a Deagle, but still, rough things to see out of the superstar player on the UPS squad. Free and easy kill for Aruru. It's just onto the shoulders of Bones and Kigu, and Kigu's just going to go ahead and save the Rainbow Spoon if he can. Not even going to save that. Galil, not in your lifetime, my friend. Bones left alone. Just going to go ahead and play some Deagle tricks. Going to try to survive. Does take the head of Capital, but can't quite find the head of Soma. Yumps him from long range. Goes ahead and collects that rifle back, and Demons are 3 away from winning map 1.
Yeah, they're in full control right now, and this is going to be the first buy round for the CTs, so this is going to be the pivotal moment where they decide whether this is going to be a match that they have a chance of getting back into, or if it's going to be a complete smackdown.
Absolutely. Or it is looking to be the latter rather than the former, but rifles do make the difference, especially on that CT side of play. You get a little bit of momentum on your side, it can go a long way to trying to hold down the map. But we'll see if they can make the full autos do their due diligence.
Yeah, they have a stack here, but Boo didn't throw any util long, so it's a little bit of information. It's still spread out. Bomb is still T-spawn.
Mill's going to be tested, but fortunately, no kill. Fortunately for him, gets away with his life. Griffin gets one, though. Pops the head.
Oh!
Gets her head popped. Absolutely destroyed by Quack. It's just onto Kigu now. But we're going to see if they choose to hit into this very understaffed site, or if they run back over into the trap of UPS awaiting for them on the A side of things.
Yeah.
50 seconds left. They do have to decide something, and they have to do it quick. There's not a lot of time to deliberate. You've got to take a risk. You've got to try something.
Yeah, Ruru is
going to fake some presence over towards A. It's about to find out that this is a very, very deadly bomb site indeed. Kigu dodges the flash and goes uncleared. Gets one, but gets traded back by Soma and everybody on UPS. The gamble has not paid off. They are a million miles away, and yet again, they're going to have to retake. But
yeah,
they do have the man advantage, so it is up to Jason, Bones, and Mills to show that UPS are not quite out of it just yet. But the hard wall of Akurio and Soma is awaiting them.
Yeah, they do have the advantage. This is a hard site to retake, so they're going to have to win some duels here.
Soma gets one, Akurio gets one as well, and the trade's just not good. Jason is just caught in the wrong spot. I mean, he gets one back, but unfortunately for him, Soma has played the rat position, has snuck back through the window, and Jason is just left clueless, and Demons are 2 away from taking map 1 in decisive, stylish fashion.
Yeah, even with that coming down to a 1v1, just the way that those that 3v2 became a 1v1, it just looked like Boo had it on lock. You know, Jason didn't have a kit. The timer was already very low. They just played it again. They made no mistakes in that post plant.
Yeah, I love the unpeek into window there. It's sure it's a bait, but it's a bait that makes a lot of sense. Quack is just going to charge right out long. It's going to force the CTs to just concede entirely. They're going to go ahead for a re-peek, though. Flash is good. Mills gets a little bit of help from Bones. And that is a kill going the way of UPS. A man advantage going their way for a change. But Mills is brought low, and the weaponry is not entirely in the best spot for UPS. Still very doable for Boo Crew if they regroup and hit somewhere maybe not quite so fortified.
Yeah, even if they just decide to come up on long, even the players here with the weapons they have, it could still go Boo's way very easily. BS is running out of denial util as well.
Yeah, information's still good. Yep, they're still long. Oreo gets one onto Jason. Bones answers back one onto Cat. Gonna go ahead and shut down the pincer, so it's just up to the long players to make something happen from Boo. Bones gonna try to get maybe boost it up and try to find a frag. Does not get accounted for. Gets one, but is traded back immediately. Still man advantage for UPS, but Mill's still low. Bomb is going to be allowed to be planted. Capital gets one, traded back, and finally, UPS break their dry spell, and they get around 5. That makes their 5th on the board.
Yeah, that was kind of like death by 1,000 cuts, just the sheer volume of fire coming out of those MP9s. They were just able to kind of get the chip damage in and finally take a couple of those players down, and then obviously somebody had to plant, so they were able to clean it up at the end. So overall, you know, that was a well played.
It was a labored round, but it doesn't matter if it's labored. What matters is if you get it.
They need to get it, exactly.
Yeah.
Actually,
elected to do a nice little full save on Boo.
Yeah.
I mean, they've got the time to go ahead and just give another round over. Economy does not really even matter at this point. They just need to get 2 to win. So doesn't really matter too much if they get economic advantage. It's basically guaranteed at this point on UPS. You're either getting max loss or you're getting the wins. So
yeah, with the margin like this, kind of the whole economy dynamic changes in the game. You know,
yeah.
UPS can't afford to take any more full saves, and Boo just has kind of a whole different dynamic to play with, where they can do this full save.
Just figure out where the stacks are.
Yeah.
Figure out what their game plan is, what their default is. Wear them down mentally. You don't have to wear them down economically. You just have to wear them down mentally. Catch them on that one mistake. Condition them into one bad move, and then one bad move it will be. And then one bad move is all it will take for the remaining UPS defense to crumble.
Oh, yeah.
And to be util coming in. Jason's going to go ahead and just play forward from it, though. Gets a nice little kill. Gets a 2-piece. Fortunately, that is all Jason can collect. But teammates are there to clean up the slack. Higu gets one. It's just down to Aruru and Akurio to get the remaining. But Aruru gets 2 Glock kills. Okay.
Yeah.
Glocks! We lose the Glocks! Just pops the head of Mills and Jason.
Yeah, and you're not going to like that as UPS, because they're going to want these rounds to be clean, especially against a full save.
Yeah, no kidding. Glock's just getting 2 there is miles ahead of what you could even imagine, what you could even ask for on a full save like that. The Glocks just take 2, and Demons are going to go ahead and take attack pause off of that to really think about how they want to play out this gun round. I think they want to make it end right here and right now.
Yeah, hopefully they can parlay this into a really good strat. You know, they've had a lot of good ideas so far on their CT side, or sorry, on their T side. And
they had good ideas on their CT side too.
Well, yeah, it's been a whole good game for them just across the board. You know, thinking back to the pistol round, they had a really good result of finding a hole, and I think they found some other ones on some of these other T rounds. So, you know, just try to replicate that, and maybe, who knows? I mean, with this kind of lead, maybe just throw in something crazy. That could be an option too, just like a full rush.
Well, they're gonna go ahead and take another tack pause.
Okay.
Double tack. Okay,
well, let me recant my statement. It better not be a full rush off of 2 tack pauses. I don't want to see that.
Would actually be so troll. That would be Soma's style, 1,000%.
And now that you say that, that could throw off the enemy so much. Oh, they just took 2 tag pauses. They're gonna do something crazy, or they're gonna do something like slow and thought out, and then you just get 5-man rushed on B side.
That would be such a tilter if you were UPS, but it would be the type of troll play that Demons is known for. Soma is known for. He's a little bit of a goofy goober, yeah. He's a goofy goober, yeah. I'm a goofy goober, yeah.
I mean, if his fan club GIF is anything to go off of, he's definitely a whimsical and carefree guy.
Whimsical and carefree. That's a Ruru right now. Just gonna go flying out long. Gonna cross the blue bin. Gonna try to find an initial fight, but one is not offered their way. UPS, go ahead and concede long for the time being. No need to lose any bodies for no reason. Gonna deploy the defensive smoke. Gonna allow that space to be taken by Boo, but it is just front long to be taken. He's still got the rest of it to contend with. Let's see if they can do it.
Yeah, even if the T's don't get any kills here, having this space is pretty valuable because it makes the CTs so uncomfortable. Like they know they want to be fortified on A, and then you got somebody like Soma poking around. You got a Curio top mid, and the other three are just sitting here being menacing. And a cross smoke is even more menacing.
It's you lose the long space, it does feel so uncomfortable to like, especially if you're like the B player, because there's always a non-zero chance that some little weenie, some little guys, some silly little guys is gonna come right through B tunnels and shoot you right in the butt.
Yeah,
But that's not
and
what's
here comes
happening.
the
It's gonna be a
creep.
little bit of a long crawl. Ooh, speaking of
Oh,
getting shot in the butt, Soma's flank
Jason.
plays off well. The lurk. Jason is felled, and the bomb is going to go down on the A site. There's a player, Gandalf, to maybe try to contest, but
And look, and now
not
Soma has
anymore.
Griffin
Absolutely
pinned as
felled.
well.
And UPS crumbles away to dust off of just the choke, the absolute chokehold that Boo put on that round. They took long, and they just absolutely squeezed the life out of UPS there. Higu's gonna get a consolation prize frag. I mean, he would like some consolation
You
fries.
want
I'd
some
like some French
fries with
fries.
that AK?
Yeah, you want some fries with your AK?
Oh, no fries,
How
no
about
AK.
how about a bullet to the dome with your AK? UPS crumbles away. Griffin's left all alone. At least she's gonna be able to save over the AK, but
Should be.
the round
yeah,
is
Mercurio's stunned.
done. Demons are one away from taking map 1, and they've got six rounds, 6 match points to make it happen. It is not looking very possible for UPS.
Yeah, let's highlight an interesting, if troubling, stat that I just saw pop up. IGL Kigu is the top frag for Copypastas. I know when I was a big FaZe
Not
fan.
the best position to be in.
Yeah, if I saw
You
Kerrigan at the top.
pay for Prime
was
Simple and you get Prime Sample, man.
Yeah.
Jason to BC game.
I think he might take that deal. I
Hey,
probably would.
I'd play for BC game,
Yeah.
even if I had to deal with Electronic, the permanently unhappy, just so permanently unhappy. But you know what? They'd probably pay me well. I'd just be like, yes, Electronic, you're totally right, dear. Anytime he gets mad. Might be a little bit upset. Got his stepper singed. Gonna go ahead and have to give away cat control. Molly was a little too good. But the round is slow as can be. Boo just, yet again, just absolutely begging UPS to take a singular step out of line, and they will crush them to dust. I mean, the last round, Soma found that huge flank frag, and then just everything fell apart after that. Just frag after frag went the way of Boo Crew. Still 5 versus 5 with 30 seconds left, so hit's going to be coming in soon. Griffin didn't find anything on the jump spot or the jiggle peak, but bomb is over here at B. Not quite enough time to rotate it over to A. Fake is going to come in. Aruru is going to throw some utility to try to bait out Bones' reaction, bait out the CT reaction, but the mid to B hit is what's coming in. The pincer on that B site. It is all onto Griffin and Kigu to try to hold. Griffin falls. Kigu is holding strong, but Kigu also falls. 2 versus 3 now. Expected. Aruru's flank goes huge. Absolutely pops the head. Gets an... Oh, Jason goes to the smoke. Wins anyway. Destroys Aruru. Makes it a possible 2 versus 2, but it is still a mountain to climb. A hard bomb site to retake. And with a low HP Jason, it is looking quite difficult. It is looking like Boo Crew are just mere moments away from taking map 1. The bomb is ticking down further and further. Just 15 seconds remaining. They've got to take a play. First kill goes Jason's way, and it's Bones to try to clutch. The box is being played around. Time is ticking down further and further and further, and it is done. There's nothing left but to just teabag on him, stare him in the eyes. Boom!
He gets
the knife comes in.
off.
Get Leadify. Get the first map, Demons. Absolute demolishing effort out of Demons. Destroy Copypastas, and that is map 1 in the hands of Boo Crew.
Yeah, and decisive at that. I mean, that was the UPS map pick, and I think we mentioned that Boo had not played Dust in the regular season, and like you said, it's kind of a map that it's Dust, but
It's Dust.
still,
What's the difference, man? It's
yeah,
the same every time, some might say.
they showed why you can just hop on Dust and feel right at home.
They felt right at home too. It just looked like it wasn't even a challenge for them. Absolutely destroyed UPS there. And you'd think, man, this is the map that UPS picked themselves. Like they wanted to show what they had. They wanted to show what they were capable of, and they just aren't showing any of that right now. Hopefully, hopefully they can regroup and get themselves back in it for the Inferno map 2, but it is Boo's pick. So
Yeah, Boo's in
you've
the
come
driver's
to the
seat
Boo's
now.
playground. Let's see if you can fell some ghosts, but
Yeah,
don't think
I don't
they've
know.
quite
I
got it in
mean,
them based off that first map.
maybe Jason needs to drink a game fuel or um, a Mountain Dew, something like that. Just get some caffeine in him and show why he's the highest rated player in our league by a very
Yeah,
very 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 large margin. Um, it just it didn't look that way on Dust, but maybe he can kick
he
it
just
into a
needs to
new
wake
gear.
up.
Yeah, exactly.
If
That's
any
gonna
point he
be
wakes up, it could be a real series on our hands. He just
yeah. I
has to,
think
man. He's got to find his mojo. He's got to find that spark. If he wants to get his first trophy, he is definitely going to have to work for it. That's what Boo Crew is here to say.
Yeah, no kidding. It's going to take a team effort, and I think there were multiple pieces of UPS that weren't quite showing up in that map. We can't just say, "Oh, Jason didn't get 40, so put the blame
Yeah.
on Jason." It's
Yeah.
not that simple. It's a team game, and I
Yeah.
think overall, Boo was way way more
Yeah.
cohesive,
UPS was
and
just looking limp across the board.
yeah,
I mean, like you said, the IGL is top fragging. That's a problem.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
But
So
anyway, if you don't have anything further to say about map 1, I think we're all going to go to a little bit of a break. We're going to give ourselves some time to recuperate, realign, maybe get a nice little drink of water, but maybe not much more than that because we have an exciting map 2 here very soon for every one of you. Don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen, and non-binary carries. We'll see you then. Ladies and gentlemen, and non-binary carries, welcome back. It is map 2 of the grand finals of Premier Tier Season 20 CSC, and Boo Crew have taken map 1. It was UPS's pick, but unfortunately for UPS, they crumbled away to dust on Dust 2.
Oh. Okay, well, there's
A
Jason.
little bit of a doinker from Jason. He heard all our comments, and he's here to show that he's still got some fight in him. Absolutely brings Capital down low.
Yeah, that was a crazy shot to hit. Hopefully
Yeah.
he can set the tone like that.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, it's like we were saying, if he comes online at any point, it's like all his teammates were saying, honestly, if he comes online and carries, it will be a victory for UPS. I mean, obviously, it's just one shot, but isn't Counter-Strike the game of just needing one shot?
Oh, yeah.
One round to change the course.
Okay.
Ooh, defense holds for now. Soma gets one back, but
Doolies.
the UPS, the mills are collecting, the mills are firing, and churned away are demons. The first pistol round goes the way of Copypastas, and they are up.
Yeah, those dualies were a really worthwhile investment. 2 pairs and a ton of frags and a ton of damage out of them. So great pistol round. This is a lot. I wouldn't say very CT sided, but you know, Dust 2 is very, very close to a 50-50 map. This is a map
It's
where
very
we can
momentum sided.
yeah. We can actually
Yeah.
see some kind of advantage for the CTs here. So hopefully UPS starting out on CT, they can, you know, build something more than a 4-round half or whatever they had.
Absolutely. Just going to be some upgraded pistols to work with on Boo. They're going to go ahead and test the Arch player, but Jason is here. Does get traded back eventually, but he gets 2 and lets everybody know that the Boo crew are trying to come through, specifically Arch. But unfortunately for them, with only pistols to their name, not really much of a chance to get any further than that first hurdle, and they are taken out. Copypastas get their second.
Yeah, just 1 casualty. You're going to like that. I think that's exactly how Boo started map 1. Pistol round victory and then 4 alive in round 2. And that worked out really well for them. So,
You're going to be able to answer back with a full buy at least.
yeah, no doubt. A little bit light on util on a couple of these Boo players, but
They got quite a few mollies at least. That
Yeah.
is definitely one of the more important pieces of util on Inferno. One singular molly can like eliminate 3, 4, 5 positions. Ooh, Kiku getting a little cheeky. He's gonna try to sneak through apartments, but unfortunately, okay, whatever. He just wins anyway. He gets
yeah,
checked, but
that was
just-
kind of wild.
That was kind of wild. Kiku just gets away with murder, literally takes away a Kurio out of the round, and it's going to force Boo Crew to just kind of maybe collapse onto the B site, but smoke deployed in their face. Going to curtail that plan. Still just, I mean, it's still not a man advantage for... I stand corrected. Jason
Yeah,
absolutely
Jason said, "Hold that thought."
destroys... Yeah, Jason heard all your comments in the chat. Jason washed, maybe not. Jason, well, I mean, ladies and gentlemen, you have to be washed before you can be clean. Some clean frags out of Jason so far. Start us off pretty hot. Man disadvantage for Boo, 45 seconds remaining. They are grouping up. They are leaning pretty heavily towards this B side of the map, but there are 2 players here set to receive. A little bit of fake utility coming towards A to maybe draw a rotate, but nobody is biting on UPS.
Yeah, they're
Whack.
staying steadfast.
Going to be testing the last 2 players on B. Teammate not too far behind, but nobody is home. No one's giving them anything. Just going to let that timer just burn down. Just let him sit in it. 10 seconds remaining. They've got to
Oh my gosh.
they got to run into this crossfire at some point. Quack gets one. Soma trades back, and the B site falls. The stack. The lack of movement out of UPS, the nerve holding just absolutely blows up in their face, and they've got to make the trek around the world to retake this. And with only 18 HP and a MP9 to his name, it is not looking that doable. B site also not a very easy site to retake, and there are 2 angry ghosts waiting for you at the hurdle.
Yeah, they've got a really strong crossfire as well. With Soma being pushed in to Church, this is almost unwinnable,
Oh, and
especially
just
now
Aruru
that
finds the perfect timing, shoots the player in the back, and it's all onto the low HP Kigu to try to maybe defuse in the smoke, but it's not happening today.
got that on
Aruru
lock.
just clips him, and Demons answer back, and they are one on the board themselves.
Yeah, and limiting UPS to 2, it looks like I don't see the money just yet, but yeah, I don't think they're gonna. Well, we got 1 rifle, thinks better of it. Okay, yeah, we're gonna get an investment from them, so they're gonna try to stop the bleeding very fast.
That was just their bonus round, to be fair.
Yeah.
They didn't lose a lot of players round 2, so most of the guns they had were just from that round, but if they lose this, they're definitely in economic dire straits.
Oh yeah. The classic B banana util exchange. It's kind of
Banana
like
getting cooked to cinders, overripe. Molly's on basically every inch of it.
and every single round as well. They should just make the floor black, you know, just as
I'm
kind of
kidding.
a
Hey, it would be an overripe banana. It would work, you know?
Yeah.
Smoke getting deployed at top mid to maybe keep a couple of players hanging around there. But
yeah, the name of the game for the T's is
crazy?
just gonna
Oh,
be...
they're stacked up on top of each other on CT, like at Porch. They're playing the high-low. I was like,
yeah.
Where's the 5th player?
There we go.
Yeah, that's why I'm looking at the mini map and I'm like, where's the 5th player?
Here comes the
one
exec,
heck of a
top
high-low. It's gonna get tested. Swinging out of mid, and it is just paying off huge. Bukru evaporates. The high-low is too strong. Players are playing too in sync, and that is everything. And that A hit deflated immediately. Just all left to the B players, but doesn't look like they've got much space either.
Quack is ahead of this. Oh my gosh, Mills is ready.
Mills gets the nice shot,
he's
gets
very
a second,
ready.
And his teammate's there to prevent his death. And
Wow.
that is a flawless round out of Copypastas, and they get their 3rd.
I gotta be honest, when I saw Quack ahead of that smoke, and also just the fact that Mills had just thrown it, he still had to get his gun back up. I did not see him getting that kill, but it was as quick as can be. It looks like they are... I mean, yeah, that's insane.
Yeah, that's such a sick shot,
in.
and like not even a consolation frag goes the way of Demons. The trade can't even come in for them because just the teammate, the cover from his teammate at backside was just pristine. Who is down to pistols yet again, and it is going to be UPS. Very, very likely to collect a 4th.
Oh yeah, and they're gonna be loving that. They probably not feeling too hot, dropping dust, but you know, if they can trade it the other way, then no harm, no foul. Go to map 3 and prove it all there.
You have to win 2 maps to win. So, you are allowed to drop 1. It won't matter if they drop the first map, if at the end of the day they win at maps 2 and 3. Boo Crew annihilated on the A site. All they had to work with was pistols, but definitely a very decisive shutdown by Copypastas yet again, and they make the gap wider.
You know, we've talked about this in a couple different tiers, in a couple different stages of the playoffs, but it seems like kind of an uncanny theme is the winner of map 1 losing the series in CSC. We've seen that so much, almost the majority of the time.
We really have casted a lot of reverse sweeps, haven't we, man?
Yeah.
Maybe we're just cursed. Speaking of being cursed, maybe Demons is getting cursed a curse of their own. So far, they have not gotten a lot of traction on this Inferno map pick of theirs. Remember, this is their map pick. But
yeah, and calling back to what we highlighted, they both teams only have 1 rep here, and they are both 1 for 1. Neither of them have lost it, so I guess maybe it boils down to the caliber of team that they're experienced playing on this map, or the amount of practice they put in coming into this series in particular. But so far, UPS seems like they have a pretty good game plan.
Little bit of a B fake. He's going to keep these remaining 2 UPS players there, but there's still 3 to contend with on A. Still quite a bit of a road to run left for these remaining demons. Yeah, they're just stalled out. Like they haven't decided where they want to go. Even 30 seconds remaining. They just like UPS is playing so turtled up, and it's just paying off super well for them. Like,
Yeah,
they're just forcing Boo Crew to, like, late take into fully stacked bomb sites just because they're not over-committing. They're not taking a singular step out of line, and Boo is just left with nothing.
Yeah, single smoke. Here it is, CT. That's all they have.
Oh, and the boost just goes uncleared, and it's just a bloodbath. They try to cross, but not quite able to be done. Absolutely shut down. A consolation consolation prize. Consolation frag, it goes the way back, but
when you get a frag and it's a prize, that is a frag. We just made it up here and now.
We're making new vocabulary here, ladies and gentlemen of non-binary carries. Oh, Aruru died after time too. Ooh. Goodness, $50. Don't think that's quite enough to buy much of anything. You can get maybe a decoy, you can throw it at somebody, maybe scare him. But
we've seen a lot of grenade impact kills in these playoffs as well. I don't know if if you can remember, I think maybe 3 or 4 total, which is more than I see playing Pugs.
Well, the thing is about Pugs is that none of your teammates throw grenades in that mode. So.
Very true.
They think, oh, full buy is armor M4, right?
Yeah, no kit
Armor
either.
M4, no kit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pistols just going around on the side of Boo Crew. Capital's going to be on the AK, just going to try to play the hero, be a hero. But,
oh, Quack looks
no
like
heroes
the wrong
today.
Moment.
Jason's on the case, gets a nice 2-piece. Capital gets
Look at
one
the
back,
aggression.
But, ooh, someone makes the Tech 9 work for him. Gets a kill back, but it's still 3 players to find and 9 HP to his name, so not looking very possible.
Oh
and it gets shut down. Dies the same way that, what was his name? Yeah, I think Frozen died that same way when Navi won their major.
He's like jumping up on the truck.
Jumping on the truck and getting shut down because, like, what are you supposed to do in that situation other than just die? Hope that the guy doesn't hit the shot. It's so tough to push through smoke. Go ahead.
I like that UPS didn't let them get comfortable. We had Jason pushing short and then another player coming arch on like a delayed offset timing. And sure, they both died, but you know, they took out so much HP and so many players off of Boo, it just made that round impossible.
Ooh, speaking of taking out Soma, Soma's gone. Bye. Barrel's deleted. And that's not the best position for Boo Crew. They're just defanged, man. This is a complete 180 from the form we saw in the map 1 from both squads. It's like they swapped players. I mean, maybe they heard all our complaints. They're just here to say they're not quite done. UPS is absolutely destroying Boo Crew, destroying the demons, shutting them down everywhere they try to go and everything they try to do.
Yeah, it feels like they are like hitting an ultimate attack or something. Like they just pressed Q and now they're like every piece of aggression they take, it pays off for them. Nothing's going against them.
They really are the hunter, like. I would say. And joke's over, they're dead.
Which is crazy.
Yeah, they're gonna need Reyna to heal them over in the Boo Crew squad. They're getting destroyed.
Wait, jokes, is that the fire guy, Phoenix?
The Phoenix is the guy who goes, "Joke's over, you're dead."
You're dead. Yeah.
UPS coming back is not a joke. It is a little bit of a missed shot out of Jason, but it doesn't matter. The smoke actually kind of works in his favor. Doesn't allow the trade to come in, and it allows Capital to work, or Kigu rather, to work his magic from the pit position. Capital's the one who falls, and just Boo have nothing left in the round. Only 20 seconds to work with. Aruru's flank is too little too late. Gets one consolation frag. I almost said it again. I'm so good at talking, ladies and gentlemen. I'm so glad. I'm so good at being a caster.
Oh my gosh! And
World's
Firehawk
first
said
caster that can't
applications
speak.
for media are open. Firehawk's trying to can you right now for your
yeah. Consolation fries and no ketchup.
Oh man, but yeah, this is a very different dynamic. I mean, we have just map 1 going all in favor of Boo, and now map 2, UPS can do no wrong. And you know, if that means anything, that means map 3, if we go to it, should be a heater. But UPS, they have laser eyes right now. They're trying to shut this down fast and just go ahead and get to Anubis.
Yeah, they really have their ult right here. They've charged it up. They've got the meter. They've collected the orbs. They're here to show that they're not quite done. Nice, Molly, but I'm above it.
Yeah, another one of those boosts. I mean, they're just
Yeah.
so
Patio
impenetrable
position
on
is
A.
so hard to deal with unless you've got like some really good util, but unfortunately they just haven't had the money to really have these full exec util takes on the Boo side.
Yeah, Jason's under some pressure
Why,
here. He
Ruru?
might get caught
Jason's on
out.
the case. Sorry, what are you saying?
I said, oh yeah, I was just saying he might get caught out here because he's not ready for that apps
Yeah.
push.
Finally, Boo Crew's got a little bit of a chance here. It is a 2 versus 2. Retake on the A site coming in. It is Mills and Griffin to try to stop Boo Crew from doubling their rounds won.
Oh,
Ooh, shot is a
That's a
little
nice
too good
find.
from Quack, though. Absolutely deletes the player at Library. Capital shot's not quite as good, but Griffin's position is known, so she is walking very scared at the moment. Swing goes wide, Quack collects, and Demons get their second.
yeah. I thought the A.
He slid
Short.
off the porch! Yeah, he did the power slide.
I thought that short defense did enough, but I think the good position out of Balk on the late push out was able to, you know, turn the tides.
Yeah. Still a 5-round gap for the Demons, but at least they finally broke their dry spell. But UPS still got some money to deal with, so good luck, Demons.
Yeah, big banks
Ooh,
on the CG
Jason's
side.
just gonna have a little bit of a brave play. Nobody
Ooh.
bites, but man, the complete difference in how he's playing and his confidence level and just his performance is apparent. Just trying to fish for an opening pick, just knowing that nothing is going to happen to him. Bones is felled first, unfortunately.
Yeah,
Quack
there's
is also killed. 4 versus 4.
Yeah, they're getting some space A, but they don't have the bomb. They're gonna have to wait on a Ruru to bring that to them, which
Yeah.
could be the factor and let the B guys rotate. Actually, okay, Ruru just realized that the duty was. Oh, okay, a Ruru's on fake duty. We saw that a lot on Dust. A Ruru's gonna go pressure B.
Said duty.
I did.
Hey man, there's not much to talk about. These mid rounds have been quite long, some of them. Kills going back and forth, 3 versus 3. It is gonna be an A finish. 3 players grouped up lane, and it is 1 player left to defend from pit. Unfortunately, only good for 1 Kigu is, and he is felled. But Mills is on the case. Rotate has come in very quick, so it is a 1 versus 2 expected out of a Ruru. Bomb is gonna get planted, but Ruru's got a long road ahead of them. 2 frags to find, and their position is known. So, what do we have in store, Ruru? Are you going to get your team a 3rd round? Gets the first frag, but unfortunately, Griffin's a little too quick with it. Trades right back, and UPS are right back to winning rounds.
Yeah, I was
Shoots
gonna
the
say.
toes!
Yeah, that was a crazy shot.
Yeah.
And this was a great angle
that
for
kill
Mills
from
to pick
Mills
up.
was.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it doesn't look like anything special, but getting into position that quickly to shut down that second player, a 2-man hold on the A site is super viable, even against like maybe 4 players, just because you can play off your teammate. There's a lot of setups you can do, but when you're just by yourself like that on the T side, like against especially multiple players, it's so difficult to get anything done, especially when they know your position like that.
Yeah, yeah. Even you could see how the trade came out from Griffin. It was really hard to double up there for the T player. That would have had to have been an amazing spray transfer.
Yeah. 2 rounds left in this first half of play, and Boo Crew so far have not very much to show for their T side. Only 2 rounds to their name. The peak is a little too wide for Jason to hit, but that's okay. He's going to go ahead and get away with his life at the very least. Gonna flash himself through, maybe try to find one, but unfortunately for him, Capital is just
Oh my
hanging out in that.
gosh.
Ooh,
Capital
Capital's
has
just
3 kills on 1
plowing
health.
through. Deletes 2 players, tap, and the A side is gone in decisive fashion. I mean, obviously, you've got enough money on the UPS side of things. You're going to try to play the hero. You're going to be full Superman, try to maybe go for this, but I mean, you could rebuy regardless, but does not look very possible. That's 5 players waiting for you, so unless you've got Prime Simple in you, does not look very simple indeed.
Yeah, even potentially. Oh yeah, I was gonna say potentially.
Capital's got Prime Simple in him. Takes the frag on the op.
Oh my double.
There's a little bit of consolation frags from Griffin, but that's all they are. Gonna go ahead and get an AK. Except not really. Soma's there.
Yeah.
Gonna go ahead and take that away from you.
So
it's the bomb, but does not matter. Round is won.
Yeah, 3 exits. It does some economy damage, but with this being last round, it's not really that much of an impact. I don't think it is an impact at all. It looks like they have everything they want. Maybe just, good to pad the stats. Keep the confidence up. You took 3 on a 5v2. Just keep the mental up.
Mental is about all Boo Crew have left to them. Not very many rounds to work with, but it is Inferno, it is the map of comebacks. Like we said, it's more of a momentum-sided map than anything else, so if Boo Crew can find their momentum, they can finish early. They can close it in 2, but so far UPS has been shutting them down a little too decisively.
Yeah, Kigu's got to be wary of this smoke. Doesn't know there's danger just on the other side.
Yeah.
And you can see the T's they traded a lot of their HP for this banana control, but they didn't really get anything for it.
Yeah, it's still just 3 players. Oh, man. Aruru
Uncleared.
is felled, and CTs are just going to re-clear banana, take it right back. Whack is felled, and the trade is not quite good enough. Jason fires. True absolutely deletes Soma, and the trade is not coming in quick enough for Boo Crew. They do not want to re-peek into the potential crossfire, and that decision is going to cost them space. It's going to cost them much chance to get anything out of this round. It is a 2 versus 4 expected out of Akurio and Capital. Kuryu is felled, though. Jason is having a heater. And...
yeah.
Bye.
Good round from Jason.
Take their 9.
He's feeling a lot better now than he did on Dust. And I think he selected Flak Jacket. He takes a full nade.
He did select Flak Jacket.
Can't see anything. Still hits the shot.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Flak Jacket is a nice counter to Ghost Pro. Fortunately for Boo Crew, the Pro
I get it, because
the
they're
Ghost
the ghosts.
is gone.
Okay, I got it. It took me a minute.
That's a Black Ops 1 reference. That game came out when we were all still 5 years old. Not really.
I was trying to figure out how Flak Jacket actually counters Ghost, and then I realized the demons, they are the Boo ghosts.
Yeah. Yeah, they are called ghosts. They do go Boo. They are the Boo Crew, and some might even say they're haunting you. But unfortunately for them, they are being haunted by this UPS.
Oh,
Jason says hello. Griffin gets one themselves. The play through mid is just too fast.
They're running.
They're
just running a choo-choo train.
Turns.
It's a choo-choo train.
It is the choo-choo train, and unfortunately for them, unfortunately for Boo Crew, the train just ran them right through. Wax left alone, 1 versus 5, or 1 versus 4 rather.
Yeah, you could see the 3 blue X's on the run up to Arch. It was just a massacre.
And they all took turns getting 1 kill apiece. That was very funny. He gets a little bit of consolation damage, but Kigu is behind him. Gonna very quickly shoot him in the back of the head. Quack's gonna just try to save the dualies.
His armor,
I mean, it's not that bad against full bot players. You just gotta shoot him 4 times in the legs.
They can hit him once. Okay, well that's that.
Doesn't even allow that. Kigu just styles on him, man. And that's double digits for UPS. Look
Yeah,
at the
look at
green on the
Yeah, I was gonna
UPS,
say
man.
it's like Christmas over here,
It is
green
like
and red.
Christmas. Christmas, and Jason Claus is in town. That didn't even really work. I tried, all right, you
Jason
know?
No, I like it. Hey,
Yeah,
can we get Copilot to turn Jason into Santa?
yeah, I guess so, huh? Love of God, don't use AI. Jeez.
Well, the worse the AI does, the funnier it is. I think the less it actually looks like the person, the more comedic value we get.
Fortunately for Boo Crew, the only thing that'll look... The only accurate image for them is a tombstone, because they're getting ran through.
Yeah, open B site.
They got
CTs.
one consolation prize frag back. No, they got two. My sincerest apologies, but everybody on UPS is on that B site, and they've got weapons to their advantage. So
Yeah, Capital has AK,
time to shine,
but no
Boo
armor.
Crew. See if you can get this. See if you can deny this conversion. Because if you can't, that is only 2 rounds. UPS is only 2 rounds away from getting it. Jason's first shot is true. Trade frag's not coming in quite quick enough. They're going to go ahead and just save the guns. Because Jason is not to be trifled with. Okay, Soma's going to get a nice couple consolation
Soma, he's
frags.
trifling. He's trifling.
He is trifling. He's trifling. Santa Claus has been turned into Saint Picked.
And
I tried, okay?
Soma's the Grinch.
Soma's the Grinch.
Or Scrooge McDuck.
Scrooge McDuck. Krampus.
Yeah, evil Santa.
He used like Krampus. They both start with a K. It's Inferno, man. Sometimes there's just not a lot to talk about, especially whenever it's a save round. But
I think
we're gonna get
this
some
is
real
the
guns
best
now.
topic
So
we could be on.
What's up?
I said I think this is the best topic we could be on.
We could
Turning
talk about
all
other
these
things.
players into good and evil characters that are all Christmas related.
True. True. Fortunately, Akurio is going to have to play that one toy from the Lost Island that has the messed up wheel. 1 in 13. Jeez.
Golly! Somebody call an ambulance. Oh my god.
I'm sorry, that was rude.
Okay, well, maybe Akurio can have a turnaround like Jason. Now that we've blasted him on the stream, he's gonna start going crazy.
They're in a good position to do it. That
Yeah.
position, that truck position, whoever invented it, they were definitely the Grinch. They were definitely Krampus. That is it is so hard to clear. Especially with the CT head, it just like blends in half the time. Guys,
Well,
it's 35 seconds in the round, and a play still hasn't been made.
Yeah, they have the right read. 4 versus 2 on the B bomb site. It's gonna be a
Well,
lot
and
of
there's
pressure.
the smoke. That's tough. The volley does not find anybody on
They're
site, so
coming
they're just gonna have to run right through the smoke. And unfortunately, that's they're just caught looking the wrong way. Capital's getting some free frags, and Demons finally break their dry spell. They get their 4th, but they've got a lot more to go if they want to get themselves back into this.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was almost nasty for Capital, but that was nasty for Capital. It was almost unthinkable if he gets 4 there. But yeah, this clean headshot, boom, another good one. He almost gets the 4th. I mean, that was a really, really good hold. They needed that.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that's hopefully Bukru can compound it. UPS is going to go ahead and elect to just take a little bit of a... oh, no, they forced up. They just didn't have a lot of money to do so. Just armor techs on the most of them. 1 AK to work. And they went ahead and gave it over to the star player, Jason.
Hey, if they can conduct another choo-choo train, we might see some craziness out of these techs.
Well, you know what I always say. Tech 9 in hand means the round is never over. Kurio's about to find that out. Gets away with their life pretty quick. But They were shut off at the pass. No free kills going the way of UPS. Kuryu gets one from the corner, and it is them and one other left to defend the A site, but rotates in a little too quick. Mills, backstab not quite good enough, not quite fast enough. Bones left alone with the Tech 9 to try to get anything, but there's nothing left for him to find. Demons get their 5th.
Yeah, no Bones on that round. They weren't able to put it together. Nothing to stand on.
Yeah, nothing to stand on.
I'm trying to put together my best Amos puns.
No sled to ride upon, no presents to deliver.
Let's bring back the Christmas
sled
bit. Let's bring back the Christmas bit. We need more of that. Only 2 days left for till Christmas for UPS.
They are haunting you. That's right? That's the new Boo Crew theme song.
I think
That's
so,
never
yeah.
been said before.
Save again for UPS. They're just gonna try to. Their force
Yeah, they're
didn't
just
work
hedging their
out,
bets.
so,
No need
yeah.
to throw away rounds off of 4 spies. They went ahead and tried that last round. Didn't quite work out, so they're going to go ahead and change plans. Save over. Save around. We got 6 rounds to play with. 6-round gap. Definitely don't want to play a little too haphazardly. You don't want that to become a 0-round gap or a negative 2-round gap, because that would mean the series is over.
A little bit of a gap.
Jason gets a nice little doinker with the deagle, but looks like that's all they've got to work with on the UPS side. 1 frag is all UPS are going to get, and Demons dispatch them.
Yeah, that was a little scary. Once they had that short aggression and the pit player wasn't quite looking at Balk, that could have gotten out of hand, but the Glock was not the weapon for the job. And then, got cleaned up pretty well. So now is the pivotal moment. A lot less green on the Copypastas. They've taken a lot of deaths. They're not sitting on those dominant score lines anymore, except for Jason. I think he's the only one still in the green.
As it should be.
Right.
Soma going for an opening pick, but loses half his health in exchange for it. Doesn't even get a frag to it. But he's going to go ahead and rotate the op back over to A. Going to bolster that side of the map now.
Yeah, actually on this round, it's the CTs that take a lot of unearned damage. Yeah. They're not even controlling top car anymore. So they took all that damage and still just gave up the space for free.
It's tense. It is a tense game. Tense round.
Yeah. Inferno,
that's like what a real estate agent says that a small house is cozy. That's what you say about Inferno. You just say it's tense.
It's tense. It builds suspense.
Yeah.
And then they throw smoke, and then the suspense gets even higher.
Yeah. And then they throw another smoke on the CT side, and then the rotate happens. Times 7.
Uh-oh.
Soma looks away from the line, but teammate cleans up the job. Ruru on the case. Finally, the first frag of the round with 30 seconds left. Hit is coming in onto A. All the players coming up through lane, but unfortunately for them, Akurio did in fact hear every last thing we had to say, and Akurio goes up huge, gets the 3K, leaves Mills all alone to try to salvage the round, but with 12 seconds left, not looking very likely. Fake plant comes in, but
he has to stick it now.
Ooh, that was a good fake. It paid off.
Uh-oh. Okay.
But he gets ran down, and Demons get their 7th.
Yeah, let's give Akurio some flowers here. From 1-13 to 8-14. He's on a 7-1 tear right now to put Boo back in this game.
Well, you do know what happens, right? To all those toys that are on the island of Misfit Toys. They find their place, and right now, Akurio's finding his place, and it's stamping on Copypasta's neck on that A site.
Yeah, it's playtime for Akurio. He's waking up.
It is playtime. He's waking up. But, unfortunately, for the Boo Crew, Jason has been awake this whole game, and all it will take is 2 rounds for Jason to find his mark and the rest of UPS to follow suit. Map 2 to fall. Quack's playing real far forward. Doesn't quite go perfectly fine for him, but Capital's there to clean up the slack and force away the remaining UPS players. A little bit of util, counter util coming out of UPS, but Bukrew's already evacuated. They collected their kills, so they're gonna go ahead and just rest on their laurels. Smoke's gonna get deployed. They're just saying, why don't you come on through? The water's fine.
Yeah. While we're staring at this smoke, I want to let you know Chad is upset that you spoiled the plot of that movie for them. That what is likely a 20-year-old
like 70
movie.
years old.
Oh,
Jeez,
even
man.
older than that, yeah.
Yeah, sorry, spoilers. My bad. Snape
Well,
dies.
I read the book. Oh. Okay, I read.
No. You see, ladies and gentlemen, the non-binary
We're talking
terrorists,
to
our
our
observers were
imaginary
having a nice
friends.
conversation with Piedmont. He's not, in fact, insane.
I was speaking about.
Speaking of
I read
which,
the
our
Counter-Strike book.
observers, they're lovely
Oh,
people.
leg shot.
We've got Nico and we've got Firehawk running the stream behind the scenes. Though,
Yeah,
round's not
very
quite over yet.
chaotic round. UPS actually in a power position. Low HP
Yeah.
though.
Low HP, so Aruru could still do this. They've got a powerful crossfire setup, though, and Aruru has no idea where anyone is. Ooh, the information is given over to the remaining UPS players.
Oh, the nade!
The nade timing could not be worse. Put that in your Twitter montage. That one Twitter montage that gets reposted every once in a while, where like they pull out the nade at the exact wrong time. It's just like 20,000 clips of that. Yeah, put that in there. Yeah, there's the montage.
There's our montage.
There it is. Nice. Copypastas are one away. They've got 5 match points to make it happen to take away Boo Crew's map 2.
Yeah, that was kind of just like a dirty, chaotic brawl to get onto B, and then like we highlighted, the B site's so hard to retake, it ended up working out for him.
Yeah.
Jason now clipped early.
Soma's opening kill finally pays off for him. His opening aggression, he gets an opening pick. Might even get a second if somebody offers it up, but nobody on UPS is biting. And again, the tension grows.
Oh yeah, we got smoke bottom banana. That's a different look, and it doesn't go very
doesn't
well.
Work out. Mills gets
Quack.
a nice little kill through it. Leaves Capital all alone, but to their credit, at least there's a smoke in the way. So if Capital gets rushed down, very likely they'll get 2. So UPS are not going to bite today.
Yeah. Yep, they're
flashed right in his face. All he's seen is white for the next 5 seconds.
Going for a 2. Actually, Op is leaving A at the exact wrong moment. It's a barrage of utility coming into A. All the pressure on Aruru.
Tested from pit. Molly at their feet. Flash is going to be flown high. Both players are blind. Aruru gets 1, but he's traded back, and the A site falls. Soma's got nothing but a smoke to look at, so 3 versus 3 retake is going to have to wait a second from Boo Crew while they wait for these smokes to dissipate.
It all comes down to this. This could be the one that UPS needs.
Nice little molly to try to clear out the common spot on backside, but nobody's playing there, so Boo Crew have got to accelerate at some point. Ooh, yeah, Mills is caught in the wrong spot for that lane pressure. Kigu answers one back.
Oh, there it is.
Copypastas take it in decisive fashion. The trades back and forth go the way of them, and they strike back just as hard as Boo Crew did on map 1, and they take us to map 3. All 3 maps are going to be required, ladies and gentlemen, because we're going to Anubis here very, very soon. But before then, how do you feel about that match, Mr. Piedmont?
Man, I mean, at the beginning, UPS was in so much control. I thought it was going to be an even bigger stomp than Dust. And so good on Boo for actually making it a closer game than Dust was. They had a little bit of a cosmetic comeback there, and they had a lot of good ideas on how to adapt. But I think just the nature of the first half made it too tall of a task for them to actually build back in half 2.
Yeah, they had to play flawlessly there for so many of those rounds. Just task too great.
Yeah, absolutely. And the key factor, the man to watch, Jason, he heard our pleas, he heard our cries, and I think
He
we
answered
can
the
say that he
call.
woke up. I think yeah, he
Yeah. He wasn't the hero that CSC needed. Or wait. Oh man, I messed it up. He wasn't the hero that CSC wanted. He was the hero that CSC needed.
yeah. They were spamming the phones to help Bones,
They were
but
spamming the
Jason picked
phones.
up.
Yeah, Jason did pick up. Jason fired true. Well, we've seen through both of these first two maps that both teams can fire on all cylinders.
Oh yeah.
So it is up to one of those squads to keep that form or to meet the other where they're at, because we're going to map 3. And what are the stats on it, Mr. Piedmont?
On Anubis, we are looking at pull up my notes here. That is the second most played map between these two teams. 7 reps total. UPS is 2 for 3, and Boo is 3 for 4. So 66% for UPS, 75% for Boo. They both like it. They're both comfortable on it. So I think that sets the stage for maybe an even bigger banger than Inferno. Maybe
Yeah, they
even
both had 100% going into Inferno. I mean, they don't
yeah,
have 100% now, one of them, but
yeah. This is
somebody is going to go and lose some of that record on Anubis. We're about to find out who it is. That's
absolutely.
anything else you'd like to say about that Inferno map before we go to break?
Just that I'm glad to be off Inferno.
Yeah, same. That was awful, man. I can't. You guys, man. It's hard sometimes. You gotta watch. You gotta watch Smokes. You're playing Office, but with the bomb sites. But
Yeah.
anyway, stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen, and non-binary carriers, because we've got a decider. We've got the decider of the grand finals of Premier. It doesn't get more tense than this. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Oh shit! Hi.
to the parties that my eyes are shut and they're glowing red. I don't need sleep 'cause it's all in my head. It's all in my head. It's all in my head. You can find me on the dance floor, moving like a zombie for sure. My skin is looking paler. I'll figure it out later. Don't be so concerned. It's exaggerated.
Are we good now?
You can hear us? Awesome. Man, my line went to waste. It's all good.
Yeah, guys.
Welcome
we were
back, ladies
sleeping
and
a
gentlemen.
little bit.
Sorry about the little bit of a technical hiccup. We are back. It is map 3 of a grand final absolute showstopper of a match. It has been UPS and Boo punching one back yet again, over and over again. And now, for some of you who are aware of his exploits, Jason is considered to be a god amongst men. But what is a god in the face of the demons? We're about to find out here very soon.
Yeah, that's what we're here to find out. Can the demons stop the god? It was not happening on Inferno, but we did see a glimpse of it on Dust. And here's where it all comes together.
Some might even say he's the guy. Maybe on Dust 2, he was not the guy.
But we know he's capable of being the guy.
He is capable of being the guy. And he kind of looks like Elijah Wood. Parentheses lie. I don't know.
We just made that up. Like
I
Elijah
made that
Wood
up.
as
Source,
Santa
I made it up. Kuryu is gonna go ahead and just get a consolation prize frag and gets away with their life, but Boo Crew, nice little shot out of a Kuryu there. but
Yeah, a little
the
bit of
round
damage.
goes the way of UPS. They convert, and they are 2 on the board. That is not quite where that planter was, but I appreciate the effort. It's the spirit that counts.
Yeah, and you could see the radar, all the orange dots just immediately all looked into that smoke, and it was just like a firing squad.
Yeah, it's like he opened a pack of chewing gum in high school.
Yeah, everybody was just like, ooh, yeah, let me get a piece of that.
Yeah. I've been your friend. I'm your best friend, right?
So now we get a
These pistol
buy.
rounds have been USP's best friend. I don't UPS's best friend for the past game now. I don't think they've dropped a pistol, have they?
No, I think they were flawless in map 2.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because it was the dually domination and then the Glock choo-choo train on Inferno.
Absolutely. So they definitely rallied back. They're 2 up on the board, but it is a T-sided map, so realistically, you only really need about 4 or 5 to make a serious dent to give yourself a decent chance on your own T-side, but you do have to get those rounds eventually. Hopefully they can get it across the line with some rifles. It is a full buy from Boo Crew.
Yeah, it's a lot of pressure early on A, but not a real commitment. So CT's still trying to figure out where the play is going to land.
Yeah.
And it's a bit of a
Griffin's
bonus
just
for
making
the
a lot of
Ts.
noise towards A, and it has drawn quite a few players over towards A, but the bomb is also going towards A, so maybe it's a double-double pick.
Yeah, now we
A
have
double-double, call it the Timmy special.
Looks like Jason's trying to keep him at B, and it's kind of working. But now they're wanting to end B, so that was not a good development. It's going to be 3v3 on the contact, looks like. Oh, there goes Quack.
These 2 B defenders are just hosers, because they're about to get tested from the E-box.
Oh, there he is.
Jason's firing a little.
Okay.
Ooh, bye. Jason's on the case. Absolutely deletes the 2 B players. Like they weren't even logged. It didn't even look like they were logged on. That's just how quick he was with it. Absolutely blasts them away, and that's just the round over in the blink of an eye.
Yeah, it was just the CT on Plat was aiming in the right spot, but Jason just had a better pre-aim and just peeked it and one-tapped him.
Yeah, that's a war owl blown back in your chair moment.
Yeah. Trying to find
Griffin
some more
gets
value
one
here.
of her own, gets traded back, but gets a nice little $600 bonus. Jason gets another. He's not quite done. He's in between the 2 funny numbers of
It's
HP.
like a heat-seeking missile right now.
He is a heat-seeking missile. Heat-seeking Jason.
Oh, doesn't quite
But
get
unfortunately,
that
the missile knows where it is because it knows where it isn't. And unfortunately, Jason did get put in the ground, but not before winning his team the round.
Yep. And we got a Curio on a lot better start. 5-1. Already
No kidding.
quintuple.
They really took that one comment to heart, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You proved yourself. No, they're not quite done. I don't think anybody's quite done in this server.
Yeah.
Not even close.
That's the first round, first buy round falling for Boo, and just 1 AK brought over. So this is going to be a tough one. Mid-aggression.
Ooh, coming out of the tunnel,
They're all
but unfortunately
blind.
for them, Jason and... I'm sorry. Jason and Bones combined. My apologies. Couldn't read there for a second, but there, they just shut that down. Mid-aggression does gets nothing for Boo.
Yeah,
Curio gets a
finds
consolation
one, but
prize on the other side, and they're going to have a
Mom's just
long
gonna
battle just to
evacuate there,
even
yeah.
stay alive, just to try to keep the AK for the next round.
Now with so they got Mills kind of disconnected. Opens up a 1v2 for a Curio, but I don't know. I mean, they're getting close. I don't know if they really want to try this. Mills is still not close.
Kit and a Molly in play.
Yeah, full belt in it. I mean, this would be a lot of equipment to lose going for this 1v3, but
Yeah.
it could be a
And
really
UPS, I
it
think
could
they're
be
a little too
tilter.
disciplined to let a round like this go awry. Especially if you can't get the first. Jason's on the case. Absolutely shuts that late play down. Copypastas extend the lead to 4.
Yeah, now with the save, 4 of them saving, 1 rifle brought over. Yeah, they're going to be able to get back into this. Probably would have preferred to have the AK in hand, but they're going to suffice with 5 M4s.
Yeah. Definitely
Kigu
a
on an
little bit of
M4.
a uncomfortable situation and not be able to get the op in play. There's a lot of angles that you kind of need one to really contest on the CT side of things, but we'll see if they can get the rifles in the right spots to do just the same.
Yeah, keep an eye on this Kigu M4 and the 3 missing helmets on CT side.
Yeah. I always do love saving a nice little bit of an M4A1 or A4 on the T side just because of that high probability of getting the one tap with the M4. Just feels so diabolical.
Yeah, it's a tilter.
It is a tilter. This game has been a tilter for Boo Crew. Nothing they've done has worked out for them so far. I mean, it can still change. We are still in the early parts of this match, but that is quickly evaporating.
Yeah, it seems like they haven't, with the exception of that last round where they went for the drop on pistols, they haven't been able to get an opening frag, it seems like. Or even attempt to get some kind of aggressive first play.
They did the aggressive play out of the window. It just didn't work out for them. They got flashed off of it and got absolutely demolished. Arcorio had that nice
there we go.
Kill with the 5-7 in main. Ruru gets a nice pick onto Griffin. Makes it a man advantage for Boo. Arcorio does not get cleared, though. Goes huge, gets 2, and still alive. Does get traded back, though. Mills and Kigu combine and get 2 of their own. Still man advantage for Boo, but the bomb has been planted, so they have to make a play. Mills evens up the score, but Kigu also answers one of his own. It's just Capital left alone in the 1 versus 2 to try to claw a singular round for Boo Crew out of this. But position's not quite fully ascertained just yet, but they're both looking the wrong way. Oh, the shoulder's spotted. Might be able to... Okay, it's 1 versus 1, position known. Oh, not enough bullets. That's it. Not okay.
No kit.
Yeah, no kit.
There's the kit.
Well, there's
but
the kit.
Too late.
A little too late. Unless you can defuse with telekinesis. Fortunately not. Copypastas extended lead to 5.
Didn't buy the wire length upgrade.
The wire length upgrade? Yeah, you have to buy it in your buy menu. It's right up there with the extended mag for the M4A1S.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, don't you know that it's supposed... At maximum, it can have 25 bullets. You see it in a lot of old footage. They bought the extended mag. That's why the M4A1S has like 25 bullets in a lot of those,
I guess
old pro clips.
It's probably just not meta anymore to
It's just
spend
not
the money
meta.
on
You know,
it.
it's too expensive. That's why nobody gets it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like when they had the scope on the Galil. It's too expensive to buy that attachment.
Yeah.
Yes, the Galil used to have a scope, ladies and gentlemen, in non-binary carriers. Counter-Strike has evolved a lot. But speaking of evolving, UPS has evolved into a monstrous team. They're just winning on all fronts, absolutely blasting people away out of the server. Griffin gets one of her own as well. Destroys the player going through mid. Soma trying to be a little cheeky with it. Gets deleted for it. And it is a 3 versus 5 man disadvantage for Boo Crew. And UPS have just set the runway up for this round.
Yeah, they've become sort of a horrific flying spaghetti monster. And the Boo ghosts are getting scared, I think. Because this is quickly getting out of hand.
Absolutely. You know, you mentioned in map 2 that they had an ult. Now they're double ulting.
Yeah, they're all dumping ult. All 5 players pressed Q at the
all
same time.
dumping ult. They're all spending their full utility belt. They've got the kill streaks. They're calling them in. And Boo Crew just have nothing to answer back with. It is Ruru and Capital left alone, and they're going to go ahead and just try to save, because that's all they've got left to them. 5 players still alive on UPS.
I think Jason ate a star as well. He's like glowing and he's like rainbow colored. He's
he feels invincible. That round where he went out of B, I mean, I know we literally half the jokes are about how he's a Smurf, but that was like peak Smurf moment. I'd be clicking the right. I'd be pulling up tab and reporting for some walls if I was on the team. Then that would just be me being full salt. He's not a cheater. He's just really good. But if I was in a Premier match and somebody did that to me, I'd be like, all right, nah, this ain't real. It is unreal. This return of form of UPS is the only way to describe it, is unreal. They have extended the lead to 6 rounds, and they have no intentions of stopping.
Yeah, if I was up against Jason in this kind of form, first thing I'd be doing is pulling up to face it, and then I'd be mad while I'm doing that. Then I see, oh, he has 3 billion elo on face it, so I'd be like, okay, I'm just bad. I'm just getting
Yeah.
I'm getting outclassed, you know.
Demons are going to go ahead and take attack pause, maybe to just catch their breath. I mean, what are you even supposed to do? Nothing is going your way on that side and hasn't for the last 2 maps. It is, I mean, it's definitely not impossible to come back from this position. It's happened in worse score lines, it's happened with better teams, but it is not an easy ask out of them for sure.
Yeah, and if we think about the map that we're on, if this were to go 6-6, we would count that as a win for Boo, but it's just the fact of where the momentum lies right now. It doesn't seem like Boo is capable of stopping anything that UPS is putting together, and that's where it's getting scary. The score itself is not insurmountable, but the team is looking insurmountable. They haven't solved for UPS's aggression yet.
Yeah, UPS has just woken up fully and truly. They've come online. Ruru to be tested first in mid. Unfortunately for him, he's going to get ran down. Not ready. Bones fires. So true. Absolutely destroyed. Kigu gets one of his own. And the shotgun answers back. Akurio gets one, but that's a consolation prize at best.
Yeah,
A-side is going to fall.
A lot to deal with on A.
Yeah. A-side falls, and he is out. They're not even gonna go for this. I mean, it makes sense. Hedge your bets. Don't go for this. If it doesn't make sense to go for a man disadvantage retake like this when they already know your positions and you can see very clearly that they're hitting all their shots. But man, what just a miserable round to have to save on. Like, yeah, we're gonna give over a 7-round lead, but it's the right call. But jeez, man, what an absolute brutalization from this UPS squad.
Yeah, you have to wonder if maybe they put some extra time into this map. Maybe came up with a couple new strats, a couple different looks, because we knew this was the second most played map that they had in common. So probably unlikely that Ancient and Anubis both get played. Because one of these teams is probably going to try to want to throw a curveball in that veto. So maybe UPS hedged their bets and said, hey, Ancient might not come up, but Anubis probably will. If not Ancient and Anubis, almost definitely one of them. So I wonder if they put a little bit more emphasis on this, and that's why they're looking so spicy on it.
You never know. Hard to tell. Could just be the T side momentum as well, but definitely not a map you want to be starting CT side on against a squad like this.
Oh, no doubt.
And even then, it's just a 7-round deficit, and it's still not even a full buy for Boo. CT side economy is just so rough to get yourself into, even when you're down like this.
Yeah, and it seems like UPS is getting the same kind of space.
Oh, Jason's so aware, and he catches the double boost. Man, that's... Nothing could go wrong for the guy, man. I swear.
Yeah, they just keep making these slow prods and getting the frag, and then it just they explode after. Oh my god.
Oh, that's diabolical from Bones. Goodbye, E-Bucks. I hardly knew ye.
Okay, good one from Akurio.
Akurio answers one back of his own. A little bit of a style kill. It's a 3 versus 3 man health disadvantage. Actually, no, there's 2 low players, 1 on each side, so about the same.
Oh.
No longer, though. Soma is felled, and it is a 2 versus 3 expected out of the remaining 2 Boo crew. They are going to go for this since they have a little bit more of a forward position, but it is not a likely retake. Not with the way this squad has been firing. Jason not fully cleared with that Molotov. Incendiary is a little too shallow. He's going to be able to just get a nice couple of easy kills. Jason makes it look like it was never in doubt. Because, quite frankly, with how he's been playing, don't think it has been.
Yeah, and the thing that sucks is because of the smoke, they didn't even know that the molly missed. They threw that molly through the smoke, so they had no way of even knowing that it didn't clear that position. So that was just so unfortunate. Yeah, he's 12 and 2. He's really
Okay,
literally on a
Akurio
Mario
is now
star.
actually like the frag movie star after we said something. All right, we just got to I guess we have to say something about the rest of the Boo crew to get him to start, you know? Soma, more like Noma. Uh, that was a good joke. Please clap.
Oh, another opening frag for UPS.
Been
We're getting
informed by
we're
our
getting some
OBS
love
team
from
that
the
I was
Twitch
muted for
chat.
that joke. Deserved. Opening frag goes the way of UPS yet again. One is traded back. Okay, the B side is holding this time.
Oh,
Capital
very
gets a
good.
nice few kills, but eventually, or a couple kills, but gets felled, and it is a 2 versus 2 expected. Aruru might go
They're
uncleared.
right next to him. They're right next to.
Ah, they finally cleared him. Jason takes him out, makes it never in doubt. The flank is coming in from B main, but it is the hard wall of Jason and Kigu to defend. Better hope you've got your aim nice and true, because they're set to collect. Oh, Akurio, that's not where he's at.
Oh yeah.
Jason gets the kill, free and easy trade. Not expected to be playing dark like that, and the lead is extended to 9.
Yep. Still waiting on the third Jason death. He has not been able to be stopped since probably round 2 or 3, and he ate that Mario star.
He is invincible, man. He ate the Mario star. He is, I mean, I guess my comment earlier, you know, what is the demons and what is a god in the face of demons? I guess still a god.
Yeah. Yeah, Brave peak
Soma is
capital.
felled again. He's just been the absolute being bullied this whole match. Poor guy. Teammate trades one back, but Jason's still in the case. Gets another.
Yeah, this is
a man disadvantaged situation for Boo Crew yet again.
Do you think there were not enough Soma fan club gifts? Is that what happened?
Maybe. Maybe.
Capital
Okay, Capital is performing
a lot of
right
value.
now. Capital got a nice little 2-piece on the B site. Makes the round doable for the remaining demons.
T's have an open runway to A, but they don't realize that.
Yeah, they don't realize that. They've been psyched out of taking that late A. It's always tough to take A late as a T whenever you're this far deep into the round and you don't have this many bodies.
Oh
because
my gosh.
There's so many little cheeky off-angle plays where if you guess wrong, you can lose one of your players, and then it's a real tough situation. Akurio is clearing this out and seeing that nobody's home. But, like,
the way that this
they've
evolved
rotated
is
off
insane.
of B, and now, like, the A site that was clear
oh my god,
became the site.
And they're going into Temple. I don't even know what's happening right now.
They're like,
this
nobody
is so
knows
weird.
where anybody is. This is like whenever you and your family go to a theme park and like you say, "Oh, just call us where you're going," and then like you have the walkie-talkies, but like nobody answers the call. This is just like that level of like nobody knows where anybody is. They're over on Magic Mountain. It's the Magic Mountain of UPS to climb, and unfortunately, Boo just does not have their hiking gear. They cannot quite make it work. Even when they have a man advantage, it just evaporates away. Griffin's left alone. She goes uncleared, though. Gets one, left in the 1v1 to try to get it over the line. And she's good for it. Easy kill for her. Absolutely decimates. Giving him some love taps, too. I mean, when you're up 10 rounds like that, you might as well. That was such a clean shot on the wide swing by. Absolutely demolished. And Copypastas are 3 away from winning. And Demons, goose egg, still no rounds.
Yeah, couple goose eggs on that scoreboard. One on the top and one closer to the middle, unfortunately. Let's say something positive. I mean, Akurio 1-13 at the end of half one Inferno. Now 14-7 within half one of Anubis. Very good.
Them and Capital are the only 2 pieces of Boo Crew that are holding up. Everybody else is just crumbling away under the weight of this UPS attack.
Yep. Another opening kill goes the way of UPS.
They're just spamming smokes at this point. Their mental is just depleted on Boo. They're just spamming smokes. They're hoping, praying, wishing on a star that something finally works for them, but unfortunately, the star, as pointed out by PMOT, has been taken by Jason, the power star that is, and he's still on his invincible run.
Yeah, he's been taken down a couple times, but not without doing damage. I think he had a kill last round.
Damage is an understatement. He's ripping their heads off.
Yeah.
Oh, man, and they're just letting him stew in it on UPS. They know that they've got him right where they want him. One player left on B to hold, but Capital's been real good on these B holds a lot of these rounds, but might be a little bit too much to ask. 11 HP to his name and 4 UPS members here to attack very soon.
Yep,
Gonna get smoked off on street. He's gonna just try spamming through it, but just like nothing is found.
Yeah,
Corio 6-7 HP to try to make something happen from E-Box. But unfortunately, UPS is firing too true. It's all onto a Corio's shoulders. Has been this whole game, honestly.
Yeah, the HP number might instill some power, but I don't know if it'll instill a 1v4 level of power.
Yeah. That would be pretty impressive. I would have to do this hand motion. I would have...
Okay.
Ooh, okay. Now it's a 1 versus 2, but not enough bullets in the A1S to get the final 2. And Copypastas 2 away from winning 11 rounds in a row, ladies and gentlemen. Absolute domination.
Yeah, it's crazy. The more I think about this, if you see like a game that goes to a scoreline like this, 11-0, it's really hard to perform at any level when you're getting skunked out that bad. And for Acurio to be 1 frag behind Jason is actually unbelievable.
His mental on the weaker side, mind. Against Jason.
Yeah.
and everybody on UPS is like playing absolute crazy Counter-Strike. I mean, we keep saying the J-Man's name over and over again. This little flying FAMAS doinker. See if it was all for naught, though. They've got to get this round. At this point, you're just playing to prevent the 13-0, feels like. Ruru gets another in mid. Gets the info that another player's there. It gets a nice little 2-piece on the repeat. So it's on to Kigu and Jason. Well, Jason's alive. Round's not over.
Right.
And Boo Crew knows it.
Like you said, I mean, at this point, if you can get 1 round, you're basically allowing yourself to not hinge the entire game on the pistol, right? That's like your one
and
saving
UPS
grace.
has been 3 for 3 in the last 3 pistols, so definitely don't want to hinge it on that if you are Boo. Capitals. Oh,
my
no!
God, no
Kidu
way.
Gets the 2-piece on E-Box. They're just trying to re-clear for information, and it goes horribly wrong for him. The B site falls. I mean, the rotate is going to come in quick. Kigu is going to get tested by Temple. He gets felled, but it's on to Jason. 1 versus 1. Definitely wouldn't want to be in a 1 versus 1 against Jason.
Soma got his first kill. Can he clutch for 2?
He gets it! Soma gets it! He breaks the streak, gets the 2K, and he gets himself a round. No 13-0.
That's the key to a Boo victory. Any round that Soma gets a kill, Boo is guaranteed to win at this point.
Yeah, true. True crew. Truth nuke crew.
Soma 100 art of, I don't think that's how that number works, comrade.
Alright, guys. We've got Demons on 1. Copypastas on 11. Who do you think is going to win?
Well, it is a T-sided map.
It is a T-sided map.
And Soma,
it's a new round, new half,
Soma is
new
online.
New Soma.
Soma just 1v1'd against Jason with a FAMAS.
Yeah,
weaker weapon, straight up duel, beat him.
And those were his first 2 kills of the game.
Yeah, he's on fire. Technically, he's on fire right now.
He can't lose. He can't lose. Boo Crew's coming through. Boo Crew is pushing you on B site specifically.
We got Mills with the dualies.
Ooh,
done.
There's the Boo Crew. Soma's getting another. Soma gets another. Soma the demon. Shuts out the B site.
It's a whole new game. Soma is 3-0. It's like a whole new game. Soma's 3-0.
Yeah, Ikourio's about to find out that there's a lot of people waiting for him at E-Box. Yeah.
Crosshair right on
Hello,
his head.
firing squad. Goodbye, Ikorio.
Okay.
Ooh, but
Soma's
Soma gets
4-0.
more. He's not. He's angry. He's heard every last thing we've had to say about him, and he is here to party
don't
now.
throw.
Don't throw. Griffin, 1 versus 2 expected.
Soma 5-0.
5-0. 5-0. It doesn't matter what happened the first 11 rounds. What matters is what happens here and now. Soma, the 3K demon, followed by the 2K demon.
I think we got a game on our hands.
Soma woke up. We're ready. We're ready. We're here. It's happening right now. Specifically because we're live.
Yeah. This is
happening.
live television.
It's probably someone's room. I would hope they're in a room.
We could be on a projector outside.
We could be on a projector outside. You never know. We could be in a classroom right now. You know? The class of Jason.
Well, that, yeah.
Class of Soma, more like.
Oh, he's finally taken
Quack
out.
gets one of his own as well. Consolation Deagle kill on mid. Answer back, but it is 2 players left on UPS with pistols to their name to try to get it over the line. Does not look very likely, but we'll see if they've got something to say. Maybe not. Capital gets one onto Griffin. All left up to Bones, with only Deagle not looking like there is much left for him to do but die.
Yeah, so far, a Soma kill has resulted in a round win 3 out of 3 times.
True.
There's been 0 rounds where Soma didn't get a kill that has resulted in a round win.
It's like the Morgan Freeman picture where he says true.
Yeah.
That's a real quote, right?
I think I could bet a lot of money that he has said true before.
That feels like a probability. Jason gets a doinker with a deagle in mid, but that's all he's good for, unfortunately, in that round.
Probably the only person capable of taking down Soma right now is Jason.
Oh man, Jason, he fell off so hard. He went from having a 7 KD to a 2.6 in like 4 rounds, man.
Yeah, washed.
What a shame.
Goodbye.
True. Yeah, washed. Goodbye. What a shame.
Take away the
take away
the VRS.
Take away the EASCA. He is a put him in Chally at this point. What do you mean you can't maintain a 7 KD throughout a whole map?
Yeah, maybe gods can bleed.
Maybe gods can bleed. The demons have cut a little bit deep a few of these rounds, but they still got the mountain, the magic mountain, to surmount.
Chat is begging, do not put Jason in Chally. Do
Yeah,
not do
Jason
that. Do not do that to them.
They're gonna wake up in a cold sweat.
Then might have a 14 KD.
14 KD. He just looks at people and they die, like they explode.
Oh, nice flash.
Quack, nice flash. Quack gets the kill. Bones is in the back of the site though. Gonna combine with his
Got 2
teammate.
here. Okay.
Capital though, going nice and huge, gets a 2-piece on the hit. Is eventually felled. Griffin is going to get tested in mid.
He's
Unfortunately,
invincible.
Soma's invincible. Soma has stolen the power star from Jason. We'll see if Jason still's got it. It's the 1 versus 2 expected out of him.
He's
If
gambling
there's 1
correctly.
versus 2 win a 1 versus 2, it would be Jason. Or Soma. Apparently.
Oh my gosh. Jason has the info. Soma doesn't. But Soma has good timing.
I think Soma might have saw him in the crack of the door. They're trying to, like, walk him down. Yeah.
Okay,
Easy as
wow.
pie for Soma. Jason is felled. Demons get their 4th.
Yeah, it was a perfect E-box kill. And then, yeah, I don't know. I mean, Griffin had full HP. Soma was already half. Soma's now on 30, 20.
Oh, Soma just, like, actually pulled the Neo from the Matrix and
Yeah.
dodges in between the bursts of the MP9. What a Chad.
That was incredible.
That was...
Yeah, I mean we're now 4 for 4 on Soma kills, resulting in round wins.
Yeah, exactly.
I
That
don't
is a
see a
theory
reason
that
for
is
this not to
correct.
continue in perpetuity, and a 13-11 is in our future.
If Boo Crew wins this 13-11, I'll shave my head bald.
I might go into cardiac arrest.
No kidding, man.
Jason in an advanced position might get a little bit of value out of this.
Kigu
Okay.
gets an opening pick, but straight back by yet again Soma. Soma the Chad. Call him Chadma.
He was 0 and 10. Now he's 9 and 11.
9-11 was bad.
It's good for Soma.
Good for
Oh.
Soma.
9-12. Oh, Jason has something to say on a double now.
Yeah, Jason is on a double. That's 2 kills.
Ooh,
But Jason
double
gets
peek.
felled.
Oh, but
Whack.
they're in. Wow, how did they turn?
Curio gets a nice. Oh, Griffin gets one of her own. It's a 1 versus 2 expected out of Boo Crew.
How did that E-Box player get turned on like that?
I mean, same thing happened to Boo, right? Curio is gonna poke their nose around
gosh.
A. A little bit of a fake play going from UPS. They're gonna gamble stack towards B, but I think Curio is just gonna go ahead and hard read this. Gonna go ahead and take the site for free. The breed has not paid off for UPS, so they're gonna have to retake on the other side of the planet.
Yeah, neither of them have guns. I mean, the Deagle, all you need is 1 shot, but oh my goodness, this
Curio's
is
got 30 of them.
crazy.
Ooh, this is gonna be a bloodbath. The wide
He
swing is
hears
gonna be
both.
true. Yeah.
Oh my
and the
God,
spray
it's
transfer is
nasty.
huge from Akurio. Absolutely shuts down both players coming through storage. And Boo Crew are on 5.
Okay. And let's check it. Soma had 1 kill. We're 5 for 5. We are 5 for 5. Soma is now. Yeah, this is really getting crazy here.
It is getting a little crazy. It's getting a little crazy. It's getting a little wild.
Oh, there's Quack. Nice opener.
Gets the opening
Oh my
kill.
gosh.
Oh, but the trades back are huge from Bones and Mills.
This is getting
Mills
tough now.
is felled eventually. Bones too, though. Corio
just
gets a
finding
kill. Aruru gets one. Soma?
Yeah, Soma needs this here.
Soma needs this or they lose.
If Soma doesn't get one, I don't want Boo to win.
Yeah.
Okay. I like that he's watching this, but it's not where the enemies are.
Yeah.
I
both
need him
coming
to
in from
have
street.
ESP right now.
Aruru is going to be tested here very soon.
Uh-oh.
Does not pass.
Uh-oh. Okay, someone got one.
Someone
They
got the
one.
kill! And they win the round. Yeah! Yes! Soma, the demon, cannot be felled. I mean, without getting a kill, at least. Yes, the kill. It looks like we got a technical pause to really let that sink in, so, I mean, we'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, yeah, I
whenever
think
that's
the whole
resolved.
game is broke. We just changed the rules of the game.
I've been trying to fight the demons in my mind. block your number for good. But here you are texting me, you up. I know exactly where this ends. On your side of the bed at 3 a.m. I tell myself don't fall this time, but you say my name and I lose my mind. You're a bad idea again. But I always let you back in every time I say I'm done, I'm lying. You walk in the room and I stop trying. You're
Hi, hello. We're back. It's been forever. The game is gonna be over soon. Do I sound upset? I'm not really upset. I'm just tired. It's been like a half hour. But we're gonna finish this game out here and now.
Soma got a kill.
Soma got a kill, so the round is still possible. But he gets traded. Well, Quack gets killed. Still man advantage for UPS. But see if Bukru can get it over the line. Aruru is not here to play right now, so we will see what happens, what they can do. The remaining Bukru. Capital get tested by the B defense. Both are brought low. No kill exchanged either way. Remaining Bukru have grouped up towards B, outside B, to try to make it happen. Soma gets a nice kill. That's the second of the round. Capital is felled, though. Ooh, Kurio
Yeah,
gets one as
2v2
well,
now.
so it's now a 2 versus 2. So definitely a doable round for Bukru. But, yeah, Kiku flank and Kurio just pulls out his knife, and Copypastas are 1 away from winning it all. They've got
Yeah, I'm
6
not
match points to
sure.
make it happen.
Not sure why the knife came out there. I mean, that was
I mean, at
2v.
this point, your brain's turned off. My brain's turned off, and I'm supposed to be casting.
Well, you know, in this game, it's never over till it's over.
Decisive piece of utility out of Jason. Nice jump throw. Gonna block off the stairs. Oh my goodness, I've never seen it before. Inventive tech. Ooh, Quack. It's a
with
nice
a
little
nice
doinker with
opener.
a deagle. Yeah, definitely. Right through the smoke. Pops the head of Kigu. Makes it a 4 versus 4.
Yeah, it's a good way to start when you're on bad, you know, up against the wall, not good guns. You know, that's one way to kick it off.
4 versus 5. Ruru protecting spawn. 2 players in canal and 2 players outside B. Gonna be testing B site here very soon, it would appear.
Yeah, very, very powerful crossfire. There's no
Yeah, Mills is
E-box.
playing that off angle by Dildo. Very
Yeah.
hard spot to fully clear, because by the time you fully push into it, there's so many spots you can get shot in the side from, and you don't really want to be like putting your back against the wall like that. Smoke's gonna get deployed to further curtail.
Oh,
Ooh,
the
ooh,
tag
nice little
comes
shot
in.
onto Mills. Gets tagged by the scout, so
It's getting a little
walking
hectic
very weak
now.
right now. Jig is up. Bukru are gonna come through.
Big spray.
Big spray out of Jason, and
Oh.
unfortunately, it is
All
all
on
onto
Soma.
Soma and Aruru's shoulders. Soma's felled, and since Soma did not get a kill in the round, that is game over. It is all onto Aruru, who is not here. So, UPS is your season 20 premier champions. Good job. Get Leadify, and congratulations, Kigu, Jason. Yeah. Congratulations, Kigu, and the boys, and ladies and gentlemen. We are very happy we were able to bring that to you. Sorry again about the massive tech pause. Sometimes these things happen. It is what it is. You know, I thought the first 2 maps were pretty spectacular. Map 3, of course, there was a little bit of a spark there, but it just kind of fizzled out, literally. And
Yeah.
it at least Boat Crew fought for it, you know? You can't blame them. They tried, but unfortunately for them, the hard wall of Jason was just too impenetrable. But anyway.
Yeah, we saw, you know, sometimes things outside of our control. We wanted a more explosive map 3, but, you know, it is what it is. It's the way the cookie crumbles, and it is just a game after all. So, you know, that's how it ended.
Congratulations to UPS. Kiku has collected his 6th trophy, and Jason's finally gotten his 1st. Definitely well deserved for that guy. He is a monster at the game. Definitely should have gotten one by now. So, yeah. Anyways, I've been Amos Kingsnake.
And I've been Piedmont.
It's been lovely to have you all. Remember that your life matters. It will get better one day. Ladies and gentlemen, non-binary carriers, you take care and you have a great rest of your night. Bye-bye.
See you guys.